this new stuff. Ever since they raised the price, they added this new stuff to this stuff. Like you can put like an intro or something in there.
Oh, that was a cool cup.
Oh, this? Yeah, it's hands. I stole it. It was like, I need a big cup. Oh, Chris is here. Excellent. Oh, yeah. That reminds me really quick. Let me set this up really quick so I have it ready. We have to pay some homage. While I'm doing that, I'll BS with some stuff while I'm pulling that up because it's a little slow. You know, the one thing that did surprise me when I went to New York was I didn't meet up with all these people that said that they're gonna beat my ass. I was like, yo, where's it at?
How were the Diddy parties?
They were awesome. Lots of baby oil.
Freak off?
Lots of freak offs.
Man.
They're not as wild as everybody says they are.
Obviously, you had to turn your phone in before you went in, so you can't.
No, I kept my phone. I had those glasses. Good to see everybody. It's good to be back home where it's not as noisy. New York. No offense to New York or the people that are there, man. It's just so busy.
I can't imagine.
Dude, I'm telling you, that city is really alive. Like you had to walk from the hotel to the Javits Center. It's a couple blocks.
Okay.
And you'll just see cars going, taxis going, and then you'll see these bikes. And they're not like pedal bikes, they're motorized bikes, delivery carriers, food carriers.
Like e-bikes or whatever?
They're what?
Like e-bikes, the electric bikes?
Yeah. Some have motors, some have scooters, some have boosted boards. These guys will just be going into traffic, weaving around everybody. There's a dedicated bike and pedestrian lane. They'll just go through that, and I'm looking at this thing going, when is somebody going to get hit? But everything just flows naturally. It's crazy, man. It's been a while since I went to New York because the times I was going, it was like near pandemic, so it was kind of dead. Evening to everybody.
So you're like that Seinfeld episode when George Costanza, when they were doing Frogger?
Oh, I did that once. There was somebody across the street. I think it was Nez, and I was joking around with him, and he saw me. He's like, "Hey, I'm over here." I was like, "Oh, so the traffic is coming." I was like, "Frogger," and I started going. And he's like, "No." I was like, but it was, man, I could see there were guys doing that. Like they'd walk halfway, wait for traffic. I'm like, you guys are brave, bro. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for joining. It's going to be a fantastic show tonight. Fantastic show. Oh, here's our man right here. Oh, I might have you do something. I asked if anybody wanted to come on to kind of like talk about if they were there, what they liked, what they didn't like, and stuff like that. But I only got Son of a on. So if there's somebody in here that wants to do it, do me a favor, and hopefully you'll be okay with this, MC. But maybe if they hit you up in the chat, and then you can give them the link. But we'll put Son of a first. We'll do him first. But lots of stuff to talk about. So let's get started. Let us get started. I gotta move the prop table over here. Carrot top prop. All right. Here we go. There's really no short foreplay either today, too. So
there's a lot of getting down to business right away.
There's just so much, man. And just if you're watching the show right now, we're not going to be covering everything in New York because obviously there was just way too much to cover. So of course it's a Mezco show, so we'll be doing that. And then we'll be hitting on some other stuff. And then Cece's not here tonight. So maybe we can save some of that other stuff and, just some of the, and a little bit of the other topics until he gets back.
Like the Todd McFarlane stuff?
Yeah. Specifically. I don't need, did he put something up?
No, guaranteed. I don't know if he did, but I guarantee he did.
I know he had some stuff there, but all right. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of swapping because there's some screen sharing that we're gonna have to go back to. But all right, let's get this started. Here we go. All right. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Paige. Welcome to episode 184 of the Hangout, where we give you positive insight into the world of collecting in a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere. I say we because I'm joined by my co-host and friend, a man that cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase and snagged the weekly comic book world title, while CC and I were providing sensual services to our ladies. Mr. Micheal WCBT Cory. I worked on that one.
I love that. My greatest heel turn ever.
Yeah. I did not notice this. I didn't catch it. I was like, wait a minute. He said what? Twice? And I looked back and I saw the post. I go, he has done this twice. I was like, this guy. I'm already lagging out. I hate Facebook sometimes. Anyway, apologies for our missing co-host, Mr. Cory Christopher. He's silently protesting tonight's show because he knows we're going to be doing some Terrifier talking about Art the Clown. CC does not like clowns, so yeah, won't be doing that. But anyway, how are you doing tonight? Good?
Great. Excited.
For what?
All the stuff that we talked about that we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. So on that note, are you ready to make content for the rest of the world?
Yes, sir.
That's right, because you know some of the things that we're going to talk about. I had people send me clips and stuff like that. Plus, I watched some shows, some of them, but I didn't see anybody talking about any of this. So you are going to be getting brand new information. Yes. And maybe some subtle stuff. We'll see what happens. But this is lagging. I'm sorry, it's not you. Is it still coming up?
It's the Hangout banner, the banner that you made.
Yeah, let me shut this down again, then. And hopefully it comes up. I don't know why it does that. I don't have internet on that one. Bear with us. Again, it's the charm of the show. It only happens when we're trying to do something important. Did he jump in?
No, I said when he's not here, this is when this stuff happens. We can blame him.
I probably uploaded a virus, something like that. Well, anyway, it doesn't do any good without it. Let's talk about Top Cons. So Top Cons for tonight, obviously, this episode is called 2024 New York Comic-Con and RumbleCon wrap up. So we're just going to be talking about some highlights and stuff that we saw. We'll talk about Hasbro, Joe's Legends, and Ghostbusters. Try to do that while I'm fixing this. A lot of information. There was a lot of stuff. Before we dive too deep, what were your quick thoughts on New York Comic-Con?
Well, I had a friend that was there. So, he showed me some good pictures of some stuff. Not obviously the Mezco stuff. But also the other stuff that was going on out there. Like the Jada Toyz, I really liked it. He sent those Mega Man pics. I showed those to Sawyer right away. He really loves that line. It looks like he had a good time babysitting again.
Yeah, that little guy. They surprised me with that. I didn't, like they said, when I got there, like, are you taking over, why is this not loading up? They said, are you taking over the babysitting duties again? And I was like, I would like to. And they said, oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what. And they went over to the box, and I was thinking, I was like, where are the grubs at? And they go over there in that box. And they said, but you want this box. And I was like, really? And I looked at it, and they brought it out, and I go, holy crap. I do not like you at all. Give me a second. I'm going to shut all of this down really quick because it says that it can't read anything.
It's
So
almost like
let's,
you're like an absentee father. You know, you come, take them to the city, show them around, take them to the zoo, and then
mhm.
back to your mother's.
It was really cool. I know some people are probably. I'm shutting down the computer and restarting it, but so that's why we're like running defense here. But they said I asked them about that. I was like, hey, I know a lot of people are wondering about when this is going to drop or everything, and this is just me. I think what they're trying to do is they're putting him in different outfits to kind of see what resonates well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this one seemed like it was a pretty big hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd walk around the city with him, and people just staring. And there were a couple times people were like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, this is Grub." And so I thought it was cool. But we'll talk about it. Oh, really quick. I can't see anything because this computer's down, so we just work with what we have. But tonight I'm going to do 2 tap-ins. Hopefully this computer will work sooner or later. But I'm going to do 2 tap-ins tonight. You're going to see the tap-in banner go up if this computer gets right. As you can see what I'm doing. Piece of crap. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what's a tap-in? So tap-in is when the banner on the bottom goes up. We might be doing it next show. But you'll see tap in. If you're not familiar with it, all you got to do is type tap in and write your name down, and we'll put it in for the giveaway drawing. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what's the giveaway page? Fresh off of San Diego, I brought some stuff with me home.
New York?
Not major, huh?
You mean New York?
Yeah. Yep.
Edit that out.
It's distracting me. Thank you for the show correction. Now I'm going to have to do this again when the computer goes up, but our good friend guides me through this because I can't see anything. Our good friend Chris Mad, on Mad Graphics, I'll put his Instagram stuff in the show notes, or once I get everything running, we'll put it up. But he came to the booth and visited me, and he gave me this. Do I go back farther or forward?
Forward.
Okay.
Forward.
So
down. Perfect. And freeze. Wow.
Yes. Talented guy. Usually these are in black and white, but his wife, I'm pretty sure, colored this. This is a New York Comic Con exclusive that he took.
Wow.
He signed it. So he was gracious enough to gift the show one of these, and so this will be one of the giveaways once we get everything up and running. So we got that. That's going to be the first prize. That'll be prize number 1. I had another one over here, but I gotta reach over here. The computer's still running.
Good
I don't
job.
know what's going. What happened?
I was just saying, great job, Chris. That's
Yeah, he did a great job. If you can see the chat, let me know and talk, because I can't see anything right now. It's not working.
There was only one tap in. It was me. So.
Oh no, well, it won't be now. Does anyone know how to reset a computer? It's not working. This totally shuts everything down. It's not. It's like fried. Well, anyway, second prize will be this. Yes, these are 2 new comics. These are the comics that you're going to get with the new Doc Nocturnal. Look at that.
Ooh, look at that.
Yes. While this thing is running, do you want a spoiler? 1 or 2 pages? Yes, no?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So these are the 2 comics. You don't get it with the Decapod set. They were giving actual both comics with just Doc Nocturnal while it was in.
Right. Plastics got some premature tapping innovation.
Oh, I guess no, not yet. Just showing the prizes. All right. So again, you'll have to guide me on this. Oh, you know what? It's 1 comic. That's the reason why. I did not know that because I didn't have time to do it. Yo, I don't understand what's going on.
What do you mean you didn't have time? I heard that you guys just sit around the booth and do nothing.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that too. All right, so This is issue number 2. Okay, completely new comic. I haven't looked at this at all, but I will show this.
It's
Ooh,
colored.
look at that. Hey, that's racist, sir.
Oh, come on now. I knew it. Damn it.
It's alley, man. Can you see that? No? Yes, no?
Come closer to the screen a little bit.
Closer to the screen. The
Enhance.
computer is starting up.
Enhance. Zoom. Enhance.
Can you
Nice.
see?
Yeah, I see
That's
Woodford.
one panel. Yeah, Woodford. Looks like got some monster hunting going on. I'm not going to ruin the whole comic.
Wow. Look at
We
that
got
art.
that going. Yeah, some great art in here. This is a brand new story. Oh, wow. I like that. Haven't read this at all. Haven't seen it at all. Because it's way too busy. But anyway, I did not know that. So one comic, you just flip it, and that's what you got. You get the Decapod gang, and let's check that out really quick. It looks like it goes both ways. But you'll get a Decapod story in there too. So half is Decapod, the other half is Doc Nocturnal. I have an extra one of these. Actually, not an extra. I'm giving you mine. That'll be the second prize. So first prize is going to be Chris's. Chris, don't think I'm glazing over your stuff. As soon as I get the computer up, I'm going to pull up your contact stuff. I'll even throw in this bag for free. But you'll have that. So that's the first prize. Second prize will be the comic. Log on. And then the third prize, sorry, but you will get this free comic. As I'm going through this, I'm giving you information.
The mini.
But the mini comic. This is a free comic. I honestly think there was some left over. I think you might see these in orders. Like, they might throw these in orders. Not too sure. But just so you know, this comic is kind of a condensed mini version of the first comic that we got. There are, however, I didn't scan this yet because, again, too busy. But there are 2 new pages at the end of the book. I don't want to show those because that'll ruin the surprise for you, but they kind of updated some stuff. But this will be the third prize, okay? I got a bunch of books I have to send out, so I'm not going to be able to, pay for shipping. So what I'll do is I'll get with you, first prize winner, and what will happen is I'll ask you if you want that. I'll tell you how much it is to ship to you, and then I'll send that stuff out because I got to send out 12 of these books to people. Same thing with the other one. I'm just going to move down the line. We'll keep it. I think this thing is working now. Thank God, because we need it. Again, this poster was graciously donated. Got it. There we go. Graciously donated by Chris Mad. I'm going to put his information up. Looks like everything's running now. It should go a little bit smoother. I'm trying to put Chris's stuff up so everyone can see. One thing that I will say is you have to pay for shipping. And then if whoever the first prize winner is that gets this, you got to send me a screenshot that you're actually following Chris Mad. And hold on a second. This is going to be his information really quick. Very talented artist. Does a lot of Rumble Society stuff. He and his wife are super cool. And he is very talented. There he is at New York Comic Con. Boom. There you go. Because likes are free. You don't have to hoard them. If you like something, like it. But he had a lot of fun there too. But again, he draws a lot of stuff. Rumble Society stuff. That's the one that you'll be getting right there. But again, whoever the first place is, like I said, 2 tap-ins tonight. I'll take the people from the previous show, and I'm going to put those all in. We'll spin next week, and I'll announce who the winners are live. And then, like I said, the only prereq I have for this is that you go and follow him. You should follow him anyway because he's very talented, very good guy.
I just did.
Boom. Then we've done our job. I'll catch up with some of these comments here in a little bit. Let's see here, but that's what I have for that for the SDCC giveaways. You got anything? Let's catch up with comments really quick because everything is up and running now.
Those are some great prizes. I'll just come and pick it up. You're not got to worry about shipping. I'll just swing by.
I was gonna say you probably could come over and just take it. But yeah, the banner that you're gonna see now that everything's running. This is a test. That's what you're gonna see. Don't do it right now. It'll be 2 times randomly throughout the show. Okay. We'll do that. Scroll across the bottom and see what happens. I'm just trying to catch up with some of this stuff. What is it? Can't believe I forgot this came out badge. Oh, Boba, yeah. See, Boba's another one. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna send you your free comic. Lazy Days at NYCC. Yeah. But it was good seeing you, man. Oh, Jason, I didn't know that you were there. Booth was lit. Oh, good. Need that Mummy 3-pack. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second too. And it's great to see everybody. Again, I appreciate everybody stopping by, and we'll start getting in on this stuff. And you, sir, I got little presents for you too, buddy.
Oh,
MC.
so kind.
I try. But let's put that down. Make sure you go follow Chris. Again, great guy, fantastic artist. I'll do the little sappy stuff first. Yeah, before we get there. Not that. I don't want to do that. While I'm pulling this up, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that stopped by the booth. This was my first New York Comic Con, so I had no idea what to expect from there, you know. I was very surprised. It's a different vibe from San Diego. It's not bad. It's just different, you know, like we're talking about with certain things. But I had a lot of fun. I'm sorry, you said something?
East Coast, West Coast kind of rivalry going on?
No, it wasn't. It was just I don't know how to describe it. It was just a different kind of feel of everything. It wasn't bad at all. It was really good. I liked it a lot, but you could just tell that there was a difference.
You feel like it's like a smaller venue, or?
Oh, no, man, it was huge. It was packed, man. I was like, geez, I don't know. It got to a point you didn't even want to walk anywhere. For me, I didn't, because you were just fighting a lot of people, and it's nothing bad. Everybody was cool, but it was just the people that were there.
So crowded,
you know, like
the volume.
Yeah, that, but it wasn't anything bad. Like people were coming up to the booth and everybody was talking. You know, you get to see and meet people that are online that you don't know, and that's kind of like a crapshoot, you know, because people are coming up, they're like, "Hi," you're not trying to be rude, but nobody has a name tag, so you're like, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Hey, guy.
But they were like, "I'm blah blah blah." I go, "Oh, hey, good to meet you. Good to meet you." And people are a lot different in person than they are online, so it was a nice surprise, man. There was some really good people out there, man. So I wanted to thank everybody that came by the booth and you know gave a lot of positive energy. I didn't experience anything like someone coming up and saying you guys suck or anything like that, or you know my 3 stalkers that said I'm gonna beat your ass at the con. I was like, okay, I'll see you there. None of that happened. Nobody
You
said
didn't get jumped.
anything. No, I was waiting. I was like, here it comes. I heard one guy go, "Are you Paige?" I'm like, here it is. Let's go. And he's like, my name is blah blah. He was just very assertive. My name is blah blah blah. I go, hey man, nice to meet you, bro. And he was really cool, man. But it was just nice. Everybody was cool. It was, and that's great, man. Because you could tell it just changed my perspective and perception about people online versus in real life, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 200,000 attendees. Jeez. I think San Diego had 160 something. So that's a lot. Yeah. But anyway. All right. So a little bit of show foreplay. Just a little bit. I didn't put it in there. It was going to be, there will only ever be one blade. Did you hear they shelved that?
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's off the MCU calendar.
Oh, here it is. Look, Blade was removed from 2025 Marvel calendar. Wesley called it.
He there was definitely so much positive buzz from him, and spoiler alert, the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I think spoiler time's over.
So now that happened,
Right.
would you rather see that movie, or would you rather them try to like salvage this one?
I like this guy. I think he, Wesley's great. He is Blade, but let's give somebody else a shot at the role. I like him as an actor. He's a good guy. Like,
Yeah, he's done some great roles, man. I really like him. Somebody said, yeah, I thought CW was gonna have Blade. I remember when what's his name, Sticky Fingers, he did that little stint. Excuse me, we already talked about the Top Cons and everything, but let's start off with Hasbro. Yo, retro.
Yes.
You kind of kept me in the loop with a lot of this stuff. Do you want to talk about this?
Sure. The retro collection, with the card backs, I really like those. It gives you some of those figures that you may have missed out on originally. I think the Vipers, those were Cobra Island, weren't they, initially?
Yeah, they were at Target, and they were a pain in the ass to get.
Yeah, like typical. And these look more cartoon accurate, to the original toys. And then Mindbender was a PulseCon or one of the con exclusives, so he doesn't have all the accessories that he came with the first time around. But I got the Cobra Commander, the new Cobra Commander retro card. I love that card art, and like it's just throwback from like walking into Kmart or anything like that when you're a kid and seeing all the Joes on the wall. So,
do you remember if Mindbender had this cape? I couldn't remember.
I can run and grab them and look, but I'd be away for a minute because I have to go under the shelf.
I don't have to do that. I mean, somebody else will probably know, but I wondered about this. Like, they had the same one.
Is selling. Well, he just sold those recently, like some of his capes, and you could get the silver emblem or a purple emblem or a red emblem on the back, the red Cobra logo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I ordered one from him, from Harker. I like his work. He does good. Soft goods.
Yeah. We were actually talking about this in a private chat about how John, how he was hired, and he got released, and then he got rehired again, and then today they were doing cuts at Hasbro, and so I guess he was one of the people that cut. So it's sad to hear about that kind of stuff. I didn't read that article I sent you guys where they said that these are the reasons why we're doing it. I need to read that, but it does suck. Paul said no new cape. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it, man. Good. At least the Cobra emblem is new. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Been a little out of the loop. I didn't track down all the differences between these two, but these are up for pre-order. At least they were at $412 on Hasbro Pulse. So you need to check that out. I actually got this while I was away. Starduster, did you get it?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
It's cool. I didn't have him as a kid. Was he like a cereal box mail-in or something like that? And he's got some great accessories. Like I think he's got the jetpack, which I love, with the little flames. He's got a shotgun, just kind of slung, pair of binoculars, and he's got another rifle. So he's got, typical classified series where they load you with accessories, and never disappointed with them. I don't know. I have yet. Well, I mean, there's like 2 classified series that I wish they would have done just a little bit different things on. But man, these guys are crushing it for a line that's supposed to be dead. Rock and roll. I like that
accountability check. Accountability check. All the people that said it.
Yeah. Where are they at now?
Did you say that there was something that was kind of difficult with the cereal box part? Like,
yes. It's right here. So I ended up punching mine out, but I'm probably gonna glue it together. But it's like you have to fold all the tabs to make it look like a cereal box. But it's really detailed. And you can see on the front a little cereal, and on the bottom it has like the little fake UPC logo.
Wow.
Yeah, it's and then there's on this side there's a nutrition facts label. So
is there actual like percentages on there, or did they do like anything like Easter egg with that? Like when you read it, does it say sugar, zinc, and all that other crap?
I think I got to get some a little bit stronger than my eyes, and I have perfect vision, so to see it.
I'll do a macro shot of it.
Yeah, there you go, macro Monday. Zoom in there.
Oh man, yeah, this all looks good. I like the fact that with some of these, it looks like they gave them hands. Some of these weapons look different. I mean, I know a lot of people had a hard time even getting this Viper.
Yeah.
So I know that there are people that get 20 or 30 Vipers and they're all like, why are they doing this again? It's because they're new collectors to the line. And then also people weren't able to get them and now they get the opportunity. I know they had an opportunity with that 3-pack, but even some of that stuff was different too. So
I have a kind of like the retro collection a little bit better. Like the designs, I don't know, just like that rock and roll looks better than the other classified. Maybe it's because I'm an original at heart, love the original stuff.
yeah, he looks good, man. I can't see or complain about anything really that they've been doing. I like this shot a lot.
Yeah.
So you picking these up?
I ordered Mindbender because I heard there was like cape bleed through. A lot of people were complaining about from the one in the box, the Pulse Con or whatever con it was. I haven't even opened the one, so I just ordered it just to be safe. But I was somebody who was lucky. I got a couple of the Vipers when my Target got their shipment in, and then I might grab Rock and Roll too, just because he's so cool looking.
Yeah.
Good
I'm gonna pick these up. I'll pick. I don't think I'm gonna go hard, like deep on it,
like CCS.
Yeah, is he getting a bunch of Vipers?
I thought he said he was going to get 3.
Yeah, I might get 3 just because that's a nice squad. But I wouldn't. Before when I was doing Vipers, I think I have
That's
like 15 at least.
There too. The Viper.
Yeah, it's really good. But let's do this really quick until we hit our next segment. That's that one. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So really quick, let's do this. I will be taking. Of course, it's logging off and crapping out on me. Let's do the first 12 people. Okay, get it? 112, 112. So we'll do the first 12 people. Well, let's see here. You can't do it.
I'm hoping someday you forget.
No.
That's an amazing piece of art there. That would look nice. I'm going to tear down my family photo and I'm going to put that one up in place.
Very nice. All right. I'll throw you there. That's 1.
Fireplace.
2. 3.
Boba, this is for the art, buddy. You want to tap in.
4. 5. 6. 7. Only tap in once, please. 8. Oh, good. Andrew's in there. 9. 10. Oh, he did tap in. 11. And Luis, you're the last one.
Mr. Torres slid on in.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's for all of them anyway, so. It's for all of them anyway. It's for all the prizes. Whoever gets the last spin, they'll get that first prize and, so on and so forth. So that's it for that one. And then you'll have another chance later on. Maybe 3. We'll see. Because I don't have a lot of names on the other one. Mark Ecto. Get it?
I like that.
So the thing that most people have been asking for forever has finally come true. No more of those too small or too big and expensive. I guess that's debatable. But the new Ghostbusters Plasma Series Ectomobile Anniversary Edition. $324.99. Before we go any further, are you in on this or out?
Yes, in. 100% in.
Yeah. While I was at New York, I probably could have seen this, but I didn't. Bad page. Could have got some pictures. Currently, this was earlier today at 4:17. This is 51% back. I don't think this is going to have a problem. It's 40 days left. I was confused when I first saw it because the first one that I saw was the deluxe, and you remember was this one, and I
Yeah.
was looking. I was like, I don't want that because it has the Ghostbusters 2 thing. I want the original so it can go with the Mezco ones. But I guess there's a deluxe and then there's a base model. I think I'm picking the base model up.
Do you know with the deluxe though, the decals it comes with, you can convert it from Ecto 1 to Ecto 2 or Ecto 1A.
But
So
the decals, once they're on, is it like stickers? They stay on,
it
right?
says they're removable.
Removable stickers? What are they, magnetic?
I don't know the tag. It said it's in the product description. It said like removable decals or something like that.
Huh.
And you change out the bumpers and all that stuff. It's
like a ramen racer.
Yeah. If you look at the product description, it'll say like something decals. I can't remember.
They have more of this stuff. I saw people like super critical analyzing this. Somebody said something about the lights. The lights would flash, not just always be on. I was like, wow. I was like, suck the joy out of this, bro.
Ghostbusters fans are hardcore.
Yeah, evidently they're, what did I say? 6,131 hardcore. Well, I don't get what's the difference between Marvel Legends fan base and Ghostbusters and GI Joe fan base. Like this stuff is usually like it gets back and there's not really a problem, you know. But Marvel Legends is just something, you know. I wish I had room for this too, but I think I will find room for this. Does it scale with Rumble? Somebody was bringing that up because they were saying because the Mezco Ghostbusters. I mean, obviously that's what I think I'd be getting for, but they say their arms don't. They're the old arms, you know, the Joker body arms.
Mm-hmm.
So people were wondering if they were going to be able to even fit in this. This looks great, man. I mean, personally for me, I don't need it to be super detailed and stuff, but if it just gives off the vibe of it's Ecto 1.
I saw a video. Some guy was interviewing the team, part of the team. Like he had like a behind the scenes on all the work that they put into the lights. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they talked about how many LEDs they had in the thing and what they were doing, like how they were like making the soft glow of the radio inside the car in the interior and the dash panel and stuff. Like the lights, how they made it, look that whole old style from I don't know what year Ecto 1 vehicle is supposed to be, but I know the movie's from 84, but it's it's I know if it gets fully backed in the first 2 weeks, you get Tully. So
you get Tully.
Yeah, that's the early bird special thing.
Lewis Tully.
If it gets 100% back, then Tully will be included for everyone. So if you're gonna back it, do it now and get them 100% back, so we get a bonus figure. You don't
When's
get
the early bird end? Does it say?
What's that?
When's the early bird end?
It was 2 weeks from Saturday, so it's almost a weekend already.
Okay, I don't know if I'd do it then. And then it's supposed to be back. When did they collect it? On December 2nd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that, man. I'm kind of torn because, like I said, I'd be using it just for the Ghostbusters. I haven't really shot a lot of Ghostbuster shots, but then I keep thinking to myself, it looks really great. Is it worth the $324 prop? You know, it has lights. I mean, and then you get this ghost. We don't really get a lot of ghosts. We have Slimer with it.
They said it's the first Plasma series ghost, the second Plasma series ghost there. And they also said during that light interview that I saw that it will have a USB that you can plug it into instead of just running on batteries. Like if you want it just plugged in at home, to light up, kind of like you can do with the Ramen Racer. So I don't think that was advertised, but
this is a good idea too. Michael Myers who swapped and updated Ghostbusters. Mezco. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people selling the thing too, selling like Michael Myers. I think I'm just gonna save the extra 7 and get the OG. Yeah, I don't. Are you getting the deluxe? You said yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sawyer and I did the original. What the heck was that thing called? The when you scan your face for Hasbro, the
selfie series.
Yeah, the selfie series. We did it in Ghostbuster bodies.
Oh, you had the foresight.
Yeah. So I think it'll be cool. I don't know. So huge Ghostbusters fan. He's a fan of everything now. Who am I kidding? But he said we got to get that. So
yeah, this looks really good, man. It's very tempting. I
like
mean, I
that.
guess you get these, but extra proton packs, and
Mm-hmm.
books. I honestly, I just want the first sector one, and then the librarian, and maybe another Slimer. That other one, this one looks
Mezco
cool.
Slimer.
Yeah, they have one, but this one looks cool. And then you have the, I think, yeah, I'm gonna get this. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else like. They said no space for me. Just grab the ramen toys, break trucks. Yeah, people are starting to run out of space, and like they keep coming out with this stuff. But this was kind of leaked. Everybody knew it was coming.
Cool. Come to Paige's used car lot.
I'm gonna start putting stuff in the garage. I think stuff that won't break down. But anyway, Senti Light.
I know what this is.
So yes, Marvel Legends X-Men '97 Sentinel is now available for pre-order. What is this thing? 22 inches. It has 80 points. 80 points of articulation. 80, and this is a size difference. How do you feel about this? Did you get the Sentinel from before?
No Sentinel.
Oh, see, so you're good.
I think it's pretty cool. I like that they're doing the X-Men. I mean, obviously the cartoon was amazing. It was such a great series. Did you finish it?
I have not. I'm still stuck on episode 2. I think I haven't watched Penguin. I
think give people a chance to get it that maybe they're new to collecting. Like that's the thing is people forget about people that just getting into collectors. People that can financially afford it now. Maybe they were a couple of years ago. Maybe they're still in high school and their parents were going to buy them a $300 Sentinel figure or something like that. So this is their chance, and I think it's great. Give somebody else a chance to find something like that. So,
Rojo, good to have you back, man. In a while.
Like it, don't buy it. That's all. It's easy. You save money.
Yeah, when I saw this is a great army building suggestion right here. It's like this is what it'll look like. But when I saw this, I was like, these are cool. I like the animated look, but if I didn't have any animated figures, because you know how people like get when they go, oh, you put the animated stuff with the other stuff, that's a no. Shame on you.
You can make the other Sentinel master mold. The Hasbro one, because it's bigger.
Well, one thing that's intriguing about this is like the price is only $179. You get all of this stuff, and I mean, for the cost of my math might be a little bit off on this, but the cost of what you would have spent for one of them wasn't it like 3 of these or 4, something like that?
Yeah.
3 of these, you get 3 of these for close to what you would have spent for one, or just a little bit over one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I just didn't know how that would look with if you had like a Mezco Wolverine or something like that. I think it looks great. I don't know if I plugged in the pictures. I put a bunch of after party stuff at the end. It's probably in there, but I put a bunch of pictures. I actually went over. They didn't have it at the booth. It was in this case. It was just off to the side. So I was coming back from the bathroom and I saw it and I go, what the hell is this? And it was there. And I was like, okay. So I'll take some pictures of this. And it looked really good. I like the size difference. I don't need something that's like 40 inches tall because, I mean, most of us, space is always a big thing. But if we're shooting, if you're trying take photos of this, you do have 3 of them. It's hard to fit all that stuff in a frame anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even classified vehicles in a matter. Yeah, I think most of us are. Who could afford to army build these? Man, just like Mythic Legions guys, there's some guys that just stash away cash for just these kinds of events.
Yeah.
And there's going to be one guy that's going, I got this many right here. I matched them on their photos. You piece of crap. And let's do this. And then go back to this. Where was it at? This one. We'll do there. Yeah, I haven't watched Penguin. It's really bothering me. I need to catch up. I just got back, dude. I was so tired. This guy, he's going to be like, look, I did this +1.
Have one flying in or something.
Yeah, these look good. I mean, I like how they did this because they can show you, okay, we took a picture with this. You should be able to do that. But anyway, you in and out on this?
I'm not in. I'm sorry. I don't have. I'd rather buy an Ecto one than a giant robot.
But you can buy both. I had to sell my Legends. I ran out of space, and I still have a few. Yeah, I think that's the new hybrid collecting mentality. You know, like once you hit that wall, you just start picking some of the stuff that you really like or you really mess with, and then you cherry pick more.
Yeah.
Well, this is what you get animated. I wonder if they're gonna maybe go back and re-release some of these things so you can have the team to do it. I don't know. In honor of our fallen brethren, we're here at the Mezco section. I like the other stuff, but I love Mezco, so if you can't tell. All right. This segment is dedicated to CC because I know he'll probably watch the show. So this one.
CC don't play that.
You don't. Told you that's why I didn't want to be on the show tonight. So today, pre-order for Art the Clown. Seriously, are you in on this one or no?
Sawyer wants it. Like I swear to God, like I'm not as afraid of clowns as what CC is. Like horror figures aren't my thing, but Sawyer likes them, so I'm gonna order it for him. We watched part 1 together.
I was gonna say, geez.
I know, right?
Woo!
Come on now, tell me you weren't watching HBO scary movies or Cinemax when you were 10 years old.
I did, but if I would have saw this as a kid, this would scare the shit out of me, man. This junk is like very gory, but he still looks funny.
I explain it to him, and it's like it's just fake, and he's like, "Yeah, that looks cheesy." That's how he deals with it. So I'm like, "See,
well, that's good."
Yeah, so that's how we can handle it.
I didn't see this there, but this is cool. It's funny to say that. I think the decapitated head features are very cool that light up. But yeah, if you watch the movie, you know.
The pizza. Why didn't it come with the toilet? That's what I want to know.
Well, here's the thing. So something that's been going around on the internet is that originally the first reveal that they showed was a clean slate one. He had his head, but all of his stuff was thing. And this is labeled as a deluxe figure.
Okay.
See, Nick even said it. I would rather have him in a clean suit, clean clown suit. So everybody was saying, oh, well, they revealed this, but they showed us this. And I was surprised when I saw it at San Diego. I was like, I thought this was the clean version. But anyway, this is labeled deluxe, so I'm wondering if they're going to do another version that's clean, you know?
CC would have both.
He probably would.
I like I know we're going to get to it. I'll wait till we get to it. The accessories. There's one.
So like 115, that would be even lower. You could, even if you gave him the less bloody one, maybe that would range down a little bit on the price. But you said the accessories.
Yeah, that blowtorch. A little hacksaw.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
That hacksaw would go good with, like Gotham by Gaslight Joker. So,
Mm-hmm.
I know Ian's mind is already cooking right now.
Yeah, this cat with nine tails is pretty cool too.
That's
Like you could take that and use that for like some kind of torture thing with either like Conan or
so
Gaslight, Gotham by Gaslight Joker, Solomon Kane. That's another one. And this flame effect is different. And I know there's like two or three flame effects, like as far as like shootout flame effects.
that's
I think one of them is Union Gomez
mhm.
might have one,
I don't think it's that
but
big though. Like
it's
that.
not. No, it's different. So most of this stuff I didn't get a chance to deep dive into it. Most of it looks like new stuff.
That horn
Except,
is
I'm sorry.
the little horn, the little clown horn. I like that too.
Yeah, put that on like something with pink skulls or something, or
Mm-hmm.
he has a garbage bag.
Dexter.
Yeah. So this brain, I'm wondering if that's the Atticus Doom.
Oh yeah.
That might be it. Then these blood effects. I have to double check, dude. My mind's like so scrambled now with everything. I mean, this light of decapitated head, we've gotten that like 80 times already. So
Right. All reused. 100%. Those sunglasses, we got those.
people are upset about it not being clean. Yeah, people would have been upset if it was clean and it wasn't bloody too. So
How am I supposed to handle this white figure like this and get it all dirty?
yeah, and again, say this on the show a lot. We're all in the now, right? You don't know
Mm-hmm.
what's going to come later.
Exactly.
Everybody panic, freak out, and just calm down. This hasn't even been out yet. Maybe they're seeing if this even does well to see if they want to do a clean version because this is pretty character specific. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they want to get the most out of what they did. So, I'm surprised they gave us a bloody one. Man, all the movie posters have him just draped with blood.
Mm.
I eventually passed it and have a connection with the series. Yeah, a lot of times I think people like when you watch this movie, you're either for it or against it. Garbage bag for the win. Part two was more like Nightmare on Elm Street in a way. Hmm. I
Might
know
watch.
some people that they said they've been throwing up on the third one. Have you seen two?
I have not.
Well,
I have to watch it before I decide if Sawyer can watch it. So
let's see if it meets standards.
yeah, he's been watching a lot of like he watched Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and
Hmm.
2. He's watched Halloween, the first couple.
Which one? The OG or the
Yeah.
Rob Zombie
OG.
one? The
Yeah,
Rob
OG.
Zombie one?
No, OG, like the original 1 and 2, and then watched a couple of Friday the 13th with him now, and
Hmm.
he watched the original Child's Play.
Oh,
He's like,
that's a good one, man.
but he's like, it's so cheesy. Like he didn't, this is a kid that grew up in it, knows nothing beyond. He doesn't know practical effects, so he's like, this is so
He's like, I kicked that little doll in the nuts, bro.
exactly. I mean, he does know. I mean, like he's Ghostbusters stuff, but for scary movies, he's like, this isn't. He just couldn't get scared because the practical effects weren't up to snuff for him.
Yeah. Being that it's a deluxe and there's a clean head, do you think that there's a chance they would pack in a clean suit and just not show it? Possibility,
Ooh,
because let's deep dive into that. That's a very good point. Because
does
let's
he
see
have
if he
clean
has
hands?
clean hands. Ah, see.
Great minds.
Mm-hmm. So these look bloody.
Mm-hmm.
All look bloody. So that's a possibility. I didn't see it on the product listing. Again, due diligence. I didn't really go through the. I looked at it. I was looking at the costume, and the only time they said a costume was the bloodstained clown suit. So I didn't see it on there. So I don't know. Maybe a late edition. They've done that before, where they put stuff in at the last minute. Or maybe this is just an opportunity for them to put this version out. If it does well, maybe they put a clean version out. I can't tell you how many people come up and they see the Living Dead doll stuff, and I think it was at San Diego. The one lady came up and she was like, "You guys need to do Art the Clown, the Living Dead doll stuff, you know?"
Hmm.
And they were like, "Yeah, it's coming." And she was like, "Oh my God, you got to do it, and the 112." So I like this figure. I can see why people maybe would want the clean version over this. I think it's really niche and it fits to the people who really like this series. I wonder how they decided on it, if they do the bloody or the clean. But I forgot to load them up. I'll put them on the next show. But I have like really close up shots of him from San Diego, so I was gonna show those. Now I can show them, because it's out. I'm a huge fan. I definitely would rather have bloody than clean. Yeah, see, I'm just a sicko, maybe. No, like I think it's preference. But there's no clean head. I think there is a clean head. That's what threw people off, was the fact that there was a clean. Oh, and there's not. You are correct. Ding, 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 ding. Wait a minute. Is that the bloody one over there? Yeah, it is.
So there's 4 heads.
No, that's just this head. I'm assuming. No, yeah, that's this head. The pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's see. Go back. I thought that one was just a clean head, but it's not. So there's the hands. Head. 3 bloody effect. Hands, a knife.
The head was up higher.
High head.
It was
Somebody said something about the head and neck combo. That's like it's 28, but
opinion.
I don't need them to do all that
Maybe
stuff. 3 interchangeable head portraits. So there's 3. Those 3. So you are correct. He does have all dirty heads. So maybe there'll be clean ones. Clean this, because that's an easy, like, just switch, right? You just take off the blood, and then you have this. And give them regular hands. Maybe swap out some of this stuff, or have a toilet like you wanted, and boom, there you go. Good catch, Lewis. I got more of Coco the Clown. But yeah, this is up for pre-order. And speaking of going on the website, I pray to God I did this right. So I had a couple people reach out to me while I was there, and then I also noticed this when I went to log in because I was asking them a couple questions about it. But have you noticed there's some website changes on the
Yes.
Mezco website? Yeah. The checkout thing was a little bit different for me. Obviously, they stripped a lot of this stuff, but there were some minor changes in the layout. I believe tech nerds would call it the graphical user interface, the GUI. But yeah, had all the stuff. That was different, and they seem to like consolidate everything, kind of like where it's easier to read. At least for me, it did. And this was probably the biggest thing that most people will probably notice. I wanted to show this because I had Minis ask me about this. So I don't think all the bugs are worked out on this because this was a live pre-order, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this comes into play a little bit later, but you see it says waitlist. Obviously, today it went up for pre-order. It was still live, and it was live, and it's still live now. And this went to waitlist. I don't think they've kind of fixed this part of it yet. But she asked me, she was going through her orders and she was kind of confused because the new order system, this layout looks like this, right? I like this a lot better because you can just go and you can click on this stuff. You click on your order and it'll go through and it'll tell you. I just exposed all my orders.
Yeah, Paige.
Damn it.
Hey, you know what? Everybody take note. He does not get free Mezco figures.
Oh, yeah, you see that? Yeah, I'm a shill. I get free shit. You just saw one page. It's okay. Even if you have my orders, I think I'm okay. But anyway, you saw that, right? So all that stuff is on there. And then also when you go and you are going through the what you call it, through the orders,
Mm-hmm.
each one of them will say like waitlisted. Let me go back. I need to make sure. I don't think I did that one. Where's it at? Let me look. Let me check first. Where's it at? There. Yeah. Oop, that's not it. This is it. All right. Most of those are ones that should get stuff in there. Where's it at? So let's add this one. Yeah. So obviously, if you look at this, right, that one's waitlisted, of course, but it's paid, but it's waitlisted. That is waitlisted, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the next one, what she was telling me is because this shows that the item is paid for, but it says waitlisted. I think a lot of people were thinking that their stuff is like waitlisted and they're not getting it. As you see, like you go up here, you look at the order status, it says processing, right? Because they're still doing that one. So I think a lot of people are thinking because it says waitlisted that they're not getting their order. I had like 2 or 3 people ask me about that. That's not the case. I think they just haven't ironed out that part of it yet. So don't think that you're gonna not getting your order. But if you are concerned about it, all you have to do is shoot them an email, and they'll be able to answer. Like, oh yeah, it is nice, but they'll be able to answer. You know, if if your stuff is still good. That's what I told people. Oh, nice, Boba. Thanks, man. Single head next joint kind of kills the figures look and ruins the thing. I think that's up to whoever the person is. Personally, for me, I don't need them to be dynamic like Spider-Man. He doesn't do a lot of stuff. They're uh, they're single pieced heads like Prune Face.
Mm-hmm.
You can still do stuff with him. I guess the head and neck stuff doesn't bother me because I'd much rather have the trade-off than him having double jointed elbows. I know some of it is project cost. Where can you save money at certain things? And maybe they just looked at it and said, he doesn't need to be able to swing his head all the way back. I don't know. It doesn't bother me, but I know how some people could probably look at it and say, yeah, I want him to have full range of motion. You could pop the neck off of Mezco and put a Michael Myers, for instance. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, some of those gangsters and stuff like that. John Barenthal, he has that single, and that was the first thing I thought of when I was like looking at some of the single jointed neck ones. Yes, if you don't believe me, just go back and look at some of the old interviews with Pierre. He talks about tooling and how they do things such as like accessory count, how they reduce that on certain figures, and they might move some of that project money to another one to be able to give more accessories for certain ones. It's like, but you also have to think like this is a lower budget movie, even though it's popular now. But like Lord of Tears, you got not a lot of accessories, but they were bigger accessories. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they don't want to like roll the gamble of investing a bunch into something unless they know it's going to, be profitable for like both parties involved, right? Hey, Paige, Deadpool isn't available for pre-order in UK yet. Any idea why not? It doesn't appear to be a deluxe. In the UK, I thought that it said shipping worldwide for Deadpool.
Hmm.
Deadpool. Well, originally it was shipping worldwide, but it's on the wait list now. That's probably the reason why it's not available for pre-order. It went up for pre-order a while ago. I did 2 orders for the wait list, and now I'm receiving a message saying that it's being processed. Cute. So you have to look at the at the email wording, because there's an email that goes out once you do your wait list. It says, hey, you are on the wait list. Usually once your wait list converts, the email will say something like, hey, congratulations, get ready, because we're going to charge you for this item. But if you went on the website, it said waitlisted, and you clicked it and you ordered and you did your soft charge and stuff like that, that initial email that you get, that's just saying they've got your order for the wait list, and they'll notify you when it does convert, if that makes sense. I feel like the bait switch more figures don't do that. If you support the line with a figure and you want to come out, bam, lame Nick issue. I don't know if it's bait and switch because they advertise it that it's single. So why would they be bait and switching? They're giving you what's advertised. I don't look at it bad when they give me extra stuff. I could see maybe the bait and switch on like Death Dealer because that was advertised as single. But then again, if you ordered that, you got double jointed elbows. It's a win for people that pre-ordered it, but for people that base their purchasing decisions off the fact that it didn't have double jointed elbows, I can see where that's a bait and switch and a loss. Let's take a stock on it. Yeah, I was going to talk about that here in a second. It's confusing. Yeah. The thing I would say is when you order from them, I would immediately check your bank account to see if the funds were withdrawn, or your credit card statement to see if it happened, and then that way, paid in full a month and a half ago. Oh yeah, I definitely would contact customer service on that one, and just email them and ask them what the status is of what did it. I know some people were saying they had problems with the prizes, like they're still waiting for some of that. So I don't know what the status is with that. Did I get this? We're walking through spider webs. It's funny we talk about purchasing and some of the problems, but hey, figured I'd throw it in there. They have a bunch of stuff up right now. If you are looking for it, and maybe we can figure out what's going on with that. I did the wait list and received the email with congrats. Yep. So that means that they have your order and it's in the queue. If it converts, then they'll send you another email. I was told they are busy. I don't know. I'm going to hit them up again. Yeah, I would wait a week and then do it. I don't know if email bombing them really works. I don't think it would. But with this New York Comic-Con thing that happened, a bunch of stuff went up. Did you see this stuff, Fitzy?
I did. I saw somebody made a post in the group, and
I did see that. I didn't see all of these. So these are the things that they have up, and that are like some of them buy now. I thought this one was kind of different because it was an exclusive from 2021.
A great figure.
Yeah. And it got all the swag stuff. I don't know. Some people said they weren't interested in that. But Bricks and Bread Pack, this is buy now. These were things that were at New York Comic Con. So they had Vex there. And they had Spider-Man there. He sold out. Vex sold out. And then they had Slugfest there as well. And then they also had him, which was, I was very surprised. This is like, I think the second time they've had him available. But good figures if you want to catch up. And then also these were also available. I would take Harley out of this. Harley, the deluxe was up, but then it waitlisted. But these were earlier today. These are all the things that are available now. So if you need to catch up on certain stuff, it's there for you. Union Gomez, yeah, it's very tempting. It's been over 2 weeks last I contacted. I would just email them again. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that you can do. Almost all the new Jones.
That Firefly's a great figure.
Yeah. Some of these I know people have been selling for like, over. And some of them being parted out. But that's there if you need it. It's just a list of the things that they have. If you like it, there you go. I would say that if you did email them about anything recently, it's not an excuse. I'm just telling you, they did have New York, and then we'll talk about it in a little bit, but that's a lot. It's like an all hands on deck kind of thing, and even though there are people there, they're kind of like watching all of that stuff. But definitely, I would definitely follow up with him because I know CC said something about his prizes too, right? He said he was having
Mm-hmm.
problems. Yeah, lost boxes in the warehouse sale. I don't know about that. Boxes like the most and off for color. What? Not sure I'm following that one. Popeye. Yeah, let's talk about Popeye. So Popeye, I did get clarification on this. So this Popeye is also available, but it's a reissue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked them, I was like, hey, with this reissue, is there anything different with it? Is there anything special, like as far as like packaging or accessories? They said no. They said there's a straight reissue. So the information I got was is that this is just the same thing as you got from before, the first version. So if you were a guy like me, it's like, oh, I'll just get another one because I thought it was like Comic Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. This is a reissue. So just to let you know. Oh, missed the information. I saw a lot of this. I saw a lot of this. Yeah. So during the time when I was there, I mean, you're scrolling through the group and you see a bunch of stuff. And trust me, all this stuff ties into everything we're going to talk about. So I saw a bunch of people. I saw somebody, like probably 5 people, posted that they sold out of everything.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And things are like really busy there. We try to like keep people abreast of what's going on. Like as soon as something's sold out, at times and stuff like that. But then also like I'd send something out in the group, and then the person that was doing social media there, they were putting out stuff too. Like, hey, there's one time we both had our phones, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm putting it that sold out." I go, "Oh crap, I don't need to do this anymore." So they were trying to keep it up, and I think the only reason why I would see people doing that is probably because maybe it was like trying to create false hype or FOMO about certain things,
Mm-hmm.
because I saw people selling this like right off the bat for like 2 or 300. So my suggestion is that unless it's like Mezco or someone that's working there or somebody like there's a bunch of people that was there and they saw the signs. Unless you see somebody like post a photo, I would say don't get wrapped up in that. Like there's a bunch of people saying, "Oh crap, I don't know what I'm gonna do because they sold out and I missed it out online and stuff like that." It's just make sure you're just getting like your information from like credible sources because I just saw that and I was like, I saw all the chain reaction stuff that went along with it. It was just like crazy, man.
There. Yeah.
But they had this, they had the Doc Knock, they had Decapod, they had 2 new shirts. As you can see, this is somebody said they're sold out, and I took a picture of this.
Hmm.
I was like, nah, you're lying, bro. So like they're all sold out of everything. I'm like, really? But yeah, they had Doc Knock, they had the Decapod gang, they had 2 new shirts. One was this, and one was one with the logo. And I showed you guys the comic that they had with it, and then they gave the free comic away. See, look, this is when they're sold out. It was like, yeah, you sold out. Yeah, sit your ass down. Oh, you remember how we talked about the phone thing?
Yes.
I didn't see that too much, but somebody said something like they were like, "Oh, I seen the person on their phones and stuff like that." It's like people there, they're working like social media and stuff like that. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I got there on Monday, right? And on Tuesday you start setting up. You're not sitting down. You're putting figures in the booth and everything else like that. You're setting up all of the stuff. You're pretty much standing for 8 to 10 hours a day, right? So that's Tuesday. I mean, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Obviously, is the con. Everybody's there. You're walking around. You're doing stuff. So you're standing for 8 to 10 hours a day. I'm not going to apologize for sitting down.
No. No. You
And
shouldn't.
then yeah, and then somebody said, "Oh, I saw somebody on the phone." Yeah, if there's people on the phone, they're probably doing stuff like I was doing, like updating stuff. You know. on the internet, that sounded old, you know, doing social media stuff, everything else like that, or God forbid, you know, something happened with Ann, like the car broke down. I was checking on her. So God forbid if, you know, people are checking on their families or something like that. Some of those guys at the con, they couldn't even stand up for one day. So try doing it like 5 or 6 days and then breaking down stuff. People are going to sit down. It's okay. This is the big one. This is probably everyone wants to see this. Premature ejaculation. You guys have it bad. Holy crap. My Lord. Oh, I had to take my glasses off for a second.
Uh-oh. See what you
I
guys did?
I had a mini headache. I was like, Jesus. Goodness gracious. Focus on this sign, please. Focus on this sign, please. Both of these signs. Let this soak in for a little bit, please. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. These comments. Oh yeah. Quick disclaimer. So for this segment, these are all my thoughts. This is not representative of Mezco or anybody of the Mezco team. How about that? Right? Oh my gosh, some of these things that people saw. You guys literally let people talk you out of certain things. It's so funny.
All reuse.
Yeah. This? Yeah, all reuse.
Trash.
What did you hear about this?
Not big enough.
Chris said, I got to sit at my booth. Sorry. Not trash. I heard people say they didn't like this.
Yeah, I heard people say not big enough. Should be taller.
Right. Not like, big enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, come on. We're getting a comic accurate Thor. As excited as CC was when I know you didn't, you know, you were busy and you didn't get in our group chat much until like late at night, but Steve was like, con's over for me. This is it. This is what I need.
What, he was for a Thor?
Yeah. He was.
I was super excited to see this. I do want to point something out to you really quick. So I set this up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain reason why I had to set this up. I'm not going to disclose the reason why I had to do it this way. But the biggest thing that I heard about this was this figure is not tall enough. I don't know how anybody could size scale that with the figure that's over on the side, because some of the figures I had to put forward and backward, you know, because of the lighting and everything. So here's the thing, though, with this. I'm not making excuses. I just want to point something out to you. If you notice, he's not standing straight up on the base. Half of his body is on the back of the base. Half of his body is on the front of the base. If you also notice, his knee is bent. And for all the guys that got their little laser pointers out and tried to measure, which they didn't, they just eyeballed it and looked at it. Even if you looked at those figures side by side, they were the same size, right? And again, if you look at this figure, he's kneeling down. I'll also go back to this for you really quick. So anyway, please take some of this stuff with a grain of salt. It's a prototype, you know? He's not standing straight up. Maybe later on when they have a chance to like show him straight up, you know, at the next convention or something like that, you'll be able to see it. But I would say wait until later before you judge the height difference of Thor. Also, these are like bare bones kind of stuff. We've been through some of this stuff before with like, you know, with like other figures. There's been like, what was it? We saw Solomon Kane, Dick Tracy. There's been a bunch of figures that they've shown. Batman.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a couple of figures that look completely. This is a very early prototype. So I would say if you see this, this is just proof of concept. And they're just trying to show you what it looks like. The cape stuff, if you even look at the cape material, we recently got aluminum. And that cape, I don't know why they would go backwards, but I think that a lot of this is just stuff that they put together, you know? So take some of this stuff with a grain of salt, the size thing and the way it looks and everything. This is not the final product. I can tell you this is a very early sample. So wait till maybe it goes up for pre-order or until you see it later on down the line when it's a little bit more refined. But it was just funny to read some of those comments. All these people were really cool. It was cool to see all these people. It's a lot of people. But anyway. What's something else I saw about that? Oh yeah. I didn't understand too, like, you know how everybody says, why don't they show this figure or that figure, or why aren't they showing this figure? We want to see this figure. I think this was a prime example of the reason why. I think this was an early version. They know people have been talking about Thor. They're like, okay, let's just show this. And then when you give people what they want, they're like, oh, this doesn't look good. And you're like, oh, this is just proof of concept. The signs are all there. You know? This is why they don't try to show stuff too early. It's because they know that people look at these and probably think that they're the final versions are close to, and they pick it apart. So that's why you see some of this stuff so late. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt. What is it? Everything it costs. Yeah, that's the way it seems like it, right? And it's crazy, man. What were your thoughts on this? So I don't keep talking over you. Sorry.
On Thor, I thought Thor looked amazing. I love that they're showing classic Avengers. I hope they. I know we just got another, Silver Centurion, but I love it if they did a truly classic Iron Man with like the red and the yellow suit. That would be amazing.
What is this swing? What is this? Scale it to the hammer. It looks small if you don't know. Am I missing that?
I just told him it's not the size of the hammer. It's how you swing it.
Nighthawk would be badass. Here's somebody. Frank was there. All the figures on display were hot glued and glue gun taken. Right next to the Mezco booth. So it's New York Comic Con, right? Right next to the Mezco booth is a Ryobi booth. They're selling Ryobi products. I go, why is this here? I don't get it. So that's a nice little good one, Frank. Good one. Soft hair like Casey for head movement. Yeah, it's not the thing. I know. I mean, how big is Thor next to the newer Cap? I mean, it's the same size. It would be okay. I can tell you, it's bigger than Cap. I can tell you that. Classic Iron Man would be awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. Doc Savage is my favorite. Yeah, I saw a lot of people talk about him, but like the skin tone coloring was a little bit. Yeah, they need cosplayers and the dino builders. Yeah. They did have exclusive. Anything with this at all? Like you said, we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, you're cool with this?
Oh yeah.
As a pre-production sample.
Well, I mean, as long as that's not final, I'm okay with it.
It's not. It says right here.
Blue is wrong in the pants.
I set these up and they said, Paige, make sure you put out the not final and pinning license. I was like, I'm already on. It was so funny, man. It was like in sync kind of thing. I was like, yeah, I know what happened. They had a whole line of them. I was like, I was like, I know what's gonna happen. So this, yeah.
That gate right here.
Yeah, here's the thing with this. So I'm gonna put this out. So I think something happened, and then somebody just put it back up, and then there were, again, to be clear, but this is also an example of like communication between like the community and the con. It's like perfect example because everybody was talking about this neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was they read the comments, and then somebody went back and fixed it.
Somebody.
Yeah, so it sits a little bit lower than before. Here and here. Again, this is a prototype. This is not the full version of this, and I think a lot of people saw that. I took a picture earlier when I set it up. The neck wasn't that high. What happened was it just came out. And so went through and it got fixed. And if you look at, I wish people had a time lapse of it. If you have people that showed up earlier, it wasn't that tall. And then later on, we fixed it and then it's lower. Again, it's prototype, not the final sample. I do want to hit you up on this one. Good night, Ian. Sorry, I just saw it, man. South America, you lucky dog. So thank you for being with us, man. So, was the sewing machine company there? I think so. Beetlejuice had a front page. Back on target. All right. So one of the things I saw with this is that really quick, let's go back with the communication thing. So you see how people were like typing messages in there, and then this got fixed. I think that's like a underutilized function with like the collecting community and companies, because like when you see this stuff in they're reading this stuff in real time, and so these are perfect times to like address some of those things that maybe the next topic that we were going to discuss is this with like somebody mentioned they thought this was cool, and even though this is part of the look, people were asking about the sleeveless arms.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I don't care. I mean, would it be cool if they threw in a sleeveless option? Of course, like all about more accessories and more looks. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. Like getting Hugh Jackman, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like, and I am notoriously known for not being a movie figure collector for comics and stuff like that. But the Deadpool and the Wolverine, I'm gonna get. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I think Deadpool is February, April, and I don't think this has gone up yet for Wolverine. I would definitely say wait and see that, because people were talking about the head sculpt with this too as well. Again, this is not final. It's still pending licensor approval. I mean, even Loco Lou had mentioned this. Like, look, there's glue. It's prototype. So like this is still work in progress. I did wonder when somebody said something about the sleeveless. I didn't think about it, but I don't know if they would take that in suggestion, because I thought about what if they did make it where you could take the arms out. But the design of this suit, if you look at it, these are attached to these pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe it would be kind of like a Reed Richards kind of thing. You know how he has the pluggable sockets in, but it
Mm-hmm.
kind of goes with it. It's just it's tucked into the arm and you just plug it in for the long arms. So maybe that's how it could work with that, and maybe they could offer, a sleeveless version. I don't know where they would put these. Because he had these with the sleeveless, right?
I think so.
So maybe you stick it on there like the other Wolverine. It has a swivel on top. I don't know. It just looks. I don't know. I didn't think about it until somebody said it. You know how it pops in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I
See if
wonder
there's.
how many. I'm sorry.
I'm looking to see if there's a picture out there of like when he's. I know there's got to be a picture of him busting out of the butt. Okay, so he does not have the shoulder things when he's sleeveless.
Oh, so it'd work. But where would you put these on? Maybe they'd be on the arm. On that arm
Yeah.
specifically. So it would join into that. That way you could have that on there, and this would be like this right here would be like Fantastic Four. You go in, you just plug it in, but this shoulder shield is on top of this piece, and you take that out, and then you plug in the seamless. Just spitballing ideas, not saying it's happening. Seamless shirtless Wolverine. See, seamless is the future. People are jumping aboard.
So here's
But
a, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. So see how he kind of has it. It would work that way.
Yeah.
You never know. The new one hasn't gone up yet, and so I mean the pre-order for that hasn't. So I guess we'll see what happens. But I saw that was one thing that a lot of people mentioned about. How do you feel about that?
I'm just excited we're getting another version. I mean, if you give me more accessories, I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how it goes. I know I
Yes.
always talk about wait until the final version and everything like this. I did want to talk about this a lot. So I think this looks completely different than what they showed in the solicitation. It was brighter red. You know how people were talking about the suit was baggy and everything. And again, I acknowledge that this is a prototype, not the
Mm-hmm.
final version. You know, things can change, obviously. But when I saw this, I was like, oh wow, that's cool looking.
So you've had this one in hand. You obviously have the original. How do you feel about this one versus the original Deadpool that we have?
You see, I hate to do it because I'd be a hypocrite. But I can, okay, I'll say this. Uh, Even if it was just this and it could move,
Mm-hmm.
I like this a lot better. It
Thank you.
could be just like this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But this was a prototype. It was all glued up
Right.
together too.
I know there's still things that they have to do and licensure approval and stuff, but I mean, I really like the original Deadpool, but I have complaints about it, of course. You know, like I mean, it's great that we have one, but I'm so excited for this one.
I saw a lot of people that were talking about the suit. You know, they were saying the suit looks good and everything else like that. So, oh yep, see, Christian has it. See, like Micheal has it on the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. Like if he had that swivel on that arm, but I guess without the arm, he doesn't need it. But with the clothed arm, it would work. But yeah, I saw this. This looked. I wish I could pull up the other one. I think I can. I'm just gonna swap out of it. Hold on a second. Let's remove this. Stop this screen. Let's do this. Well, if you're saying more accessories, I'm gonna pull up the solicitation right now because I remember when they did talk about this. That's another thing about this. You can't like. There you go. Let's just go. See how this is like. It looked like it was brighter red. It might be the lighting, but hands and katana, the dog pool. I still think that they're gonna throw in
Some
guns.
some gold plated Desert Eagles.
I would hope so. It would be cool if they threw in regular guns and then the gold plated ones as well, and some of the katanas too. So hey, Quad, good to see you, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I I I would like to see more. I think everybody would like to more accessories, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a big deal for me. Maybe the harness system. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how they do that as well. I still need to take out the harness for Doc, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean this part, Christian? That part, the strap part that goes down to there?
Yeah, I wonder if it hooks to the belt. Does it hook to the? Well, it was a prototype, so you probably can't say.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
I said Marvel Jesus.
That's one thing I did like
Yeah,
about the original is how like the holsters are connected to the every. You know, like it's all connected on the original.
well, take a mental note of this one right here, and then look at that's not really a good indicator. That's not even. I mean, that is one too. I saw everybody talking about his stomach too. And I was like, that's posing. Let's see how bright red it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now those mental notes, and then take it back to here. That's what I'm saying. We've seen this many times with other figures like the turtles and stuff like that too. That's why I say just kind of wait. And this one's still early. I would say just wait, man. Wait until they show stuff later on down the line. It seems like they're picking up more steam with the conventions, like they did New York. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so obviously down the line, what did I say? This is like February, April, or something like that. Maybe we'll be able to see this again before then. An updated one. So take some of these with a grain of salt. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Junkyard Joe. Shout out to Henrock because he evidently got. So little backstory with this. Ghost Machine, they had a booth there, and they were selling their comics, and they had their signings and everything, and they were plugging Junkyard Joe. Really cool group of people. We met them at San Diego, and then at New York we did too as well. Really great guys. They had Jeff Johns and a couple other individuals actually got advanced copies of Junkyard Joe, and what they did was is they were signing them. So that's the reason why I put him out, because technically he's out. He's been released. So they had 10 copies of Junkyard Joe, and they signed the stands. So this guy's out there. I know a bunch of people were kind of like wondering about this. So yes, this was real. They were selling it at the booth. You would get Junkyard Joe. You would get the signatures of the writers, the artist, and then also I think it was the founder. They signed that. They signed the base, and then they also gave you 5 books that were included with that as well.
That's cool.
It was really cool. Really cool. I have this.
I thought those pics were only for me and CC.
No. So I have this, and I'm gonna do a breakdown on it. So, but it's really cool. They signed the stands, but they signed the box for me, which was really cool. Really cool of me. So thank you guys. Don't do that, Paige. Face the camera and say thank you, Mezco, of course, for getting that opportunity for me. But then also thank you to the good people at Ghost Machine. I really appreciate that. So I haven't had time to do any of that, but I'm gonna open that tomorrow because I really want to see it. But Henrock has been killing everything exclusive at New York. He's been taking. Look, you see your boy there?
I do.
Little shorty. That's a great concept.
Right.
But yeah, check out Henrock stuff because he put up Doc Knock stuff. He's put up. I don't know if he's done Decapod yet.
I thought he did Decapods. I can't. Instagram is getting flooded with all these great stuff from New York Comic Con.
Yeah. So, yeah. Again, thank you very much for Mezco for arranging that and organizing that and allowing me to be a part of that. And then thank you to Ghost Machine. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It was cool, man. I met Jeff Johns. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. But Junkyard Joe, hopefully, since they have these out, there's those couple that are out. Hopefully, we'll be getting notification for that pretty soon. So one thing, so there's a couple of people that actually helped set up the booths and stuff like that. Of course, Darius is there. The amazing. He's not called Enema anymore. He's Professor Heck.
I saw that. I saw his post. I was
yeah.
The house party reference.
Yeah. KJ was there helping. Yeah. Henrock is yeah.
He's an enabler, Rojo.
Yeah, he is an enabler. So KJ was there, Darius was there. There was a couple other people there. Alex was actually there. And he is a really good guy. Really good guy. Alex.
Oh,
Crumbinate. The one that does all the stop animation?
Oh, no shit.
Stop motion animation?
Yeah, to meet him?
There, man. Yeah, man. Very good guy. Very nice. Very nice guy. But everybody was helping, putting stuff up, and I've said this before on the show. A lot of times when we're setting stuff up in the booth, we try to like throw out little Easter eggs. You know, of course, we're in the groups, we see comments and everything, and so when we're doing stuff, we try to answer some of those things through the setups, right?
Mhm.
And so this was up, and one of the little Easter eggs was this was shown. Did you see
Mhm.
this?
I did. I saw the comments, and I saw somebody's reply.
What was the reply?
Mhm. Custom.
Oh, this
Yeah, for
the black.
is it Pepper? Is that her name? The
Oh
girl.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So this was that's a
Oh,
custom.
I didn't know
That's
if you're.
what
Oh,
Alex.
you're talking about
Yeah, yeah. Well,
our
well, with
friend.
her, yeah, with her, she was a custom that was for the setup.
Hmm.
So currently, that was something that he put together. Alex put together. It was it was just a Catwoman. He'd done his own heads and stuff like that, and that's just a jacket they threw on her, stuff like that. So yeah, that was a custom. Like this was just revealed. I just wanted to hear what you thought about it.
Uh, the Doc
The,
Knock.
yeah,
Oh,
what do you think?
I think get your wallet.
Mm,
It looks good. I mean, it,
yes,
I like it. I wonder what they will name him.
yeah, I wanted to.
Knock knock.
Mal Hiroa said he knew that he saw her Alex was there when he saw her. Yeah, yeah, this is pretty cool. Uh, I'm looking forward to seeing when they put official wording out on this. Uh, that I set this booth up
Mm-hmm.
because of the dial, and then
Good
I thought
work,
this was
Aaron,
I thought
by the
this
way.
was really cool. I'm sorry.
Good work. Good job. I mean,
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you.
I know you put in literally blood, sweat, and tears on that project.
Yeah,
Don't swat it for DNA.
yeah, yeah. Fun fact: there's some of my blood on that. So yeah,
Some.
this was really cool. Yeah, so yeah, like what
Shit
it kept going. It did heal. It did heal. But yeah, this was one that a lot of people didn't catch, and then I think there was a couple of people that came by. I was like, "Yeah, did you see over there?" And they're like, "Oh yeah," and then it kind of caught on. So this is pretty cool. I wanted to get people's opinion about it, because it is all black, and then sometimes with variants, people are like, "No, this is just another variant." You know how it is.
Mhm, mhm.
So I saw this, and it seemed like a lot of people were talking about it very positively, but I don't think it's hard to tell because not everyone's gotten 2.0 out yet.
Right.
Most of the feedback I've seen in the groups is that they like it, except the cape thing. I keep seeing a lot about.
Oh yeah, with the peg thing. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I think D went over that in his review. There's a way that you can do that. I think there's some excess cape. If you get a chance, check out D Amazing's review. I think he addressed it, and I can't remember if I saw somebody else is addressing it, but there's a peg on the chest that plugs into it,
Mhm.
and that cape, there's a fold, and it goes like this. And so what happens is that material, I guess, it's pushing the peg out of the hole. And the way he remedied it was and I would advise caution. So if you're looking at it like this, like the cape here, he cut it down a little bit. So when it's on there, it's not like this.
Mhm.
It's like that. Can I do that? Like this, like that. I would be very careful because there's a seam line right there, and if you cut too far, you're going to cut the seam line. Unless you know how to stitch, you're going to be ass out. Also, don't cut it and try to return it because they're going to see that. So be very careful if you decide to take it that route. Or another suggestion is you could unless you really want the cape off of him. That's the whole part about unplugging it. But if you have an extra or something like that, I would just glue it in, but then you won't be able to take it off, right? So, but yeah, can't go wrong with black on black, you know. I'm really interested in seeing if this one comes through or if they have any other kind of thing. The primary is already there. Second figure. Yeah, that's what I was interested in. People, I think it'll be more valid once the 2.0 starts getting in people's hands, you know, so they can say, oh, I like this figure. I wouldn't mind if it was another color, you know. Oh, I did take this from the Mezco Gomez and Turtles group. Samson Coleman, he posted that. Thank you very much. I don't know if that's his picture, but credit to Samson Coleman. Some guy was out there like, oh, I got paid. He didn't say anything. This was one left field.
Wow.
Thoughts on this?
Oh, yeah. Show me more. That was a shock.
Yeah.
Did you get to put hands on this one?
Yeah, this is the same thing as a pending license or approval, so it's very early. It's prototype. Somebody asked me. They sent me a message and they said, "This is like black and white." It's so something that threw things off was they put this orange paper up.
Yeah, that orange background screwed things up.
Yeah, so it's kind of color messed stuff up, and then the lights in there were good, but they kind of bounced off stuff. And I don't know if it had some kind of funky thing, but this is as much as I'd love it to be. Uh, Somebody messaged me and said, "Yeah, I heard this is black and white. It's not a black and white figure. There's color tone to it. You can see it. It's not a black and white figure.
Yeah.
You know, it's like some browns and stuff like that. This caught me off guard. I didn't know about this or think about this. But the thing is that I don't know how much you know about this character, but can they go deep into the line with this? Like, does it have a roster of characters that you could do? Adam said he's stoked. Adam, is there more characters they could do? I don't know. Do you know, MC?
Yeah, I mean, but are people going to buy them if they miss out on Samurai Jack? Are they going to, like circle back around? Hey, it's like one of those. I think he's going to sell well. I don't know about secondary characters though. Trying to remember who else was in that. So it's been a long time since I know they just released it. Didn't they just put out another season of it, or?
I don't know. I was talking to a couple of people at the con, and one of them they said that there's an evil Samurai Jack. I don't know anything about this character. I've seen the character. I know of the character, but I haven't watched like extensive episodes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I was wondering how they could. Adam says not really. He would just fit well. How people? Yeah, I thought that, and then also the Lone Roach stuff, or the ninjas. You know, the Gold Skull ninjas. You just put Diabolic's head on him or something like that, and maybe he's battling ninjas. Afro Samurai, I would love that.
No, that'd be badass.
Oh, here we go. Son of a set. And dude, I met Son of a at the con, dude. Oh man, that dude is awesome, man.
Oh, I'm glad you guys got to meet.
Yeah, man. Great guy, man. Great guy. It was great seeing him there and talking to him. He made time. Everybody made time to come over and talk to us and stuff like that. They could do at least 2 variants with him. I'm excited for this one. I am too because it's different.
I remember he had like a beard at one time with long hair. Jesus look. Sorry if I offend anybody in their religion.
I'm not necessarily. Dad is a great lead up to Cartoon Network kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this was kind of like my surprise one. I didn't see it coming. And then, like I said, just a couple things. Of course, not final, pending license or approval. Yeah, it was not black and white. It's not a black and white figure. There are color tones in it. It's just kind of muted. Um, and you can see it. He's on this like smaller body, like a Miles body. It looked like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested in seeing how they're gonna tackle this. This had kind of like mixed reviews. What did you think about this? Again, not final, pending license or approval. And go. What do you think? So many thoughts.
I can honestly say I don't know enough about this character. I had to look it up. I mean, I've heard of him, and I had to look it up when I saw people like, "Oh, he needs to be more bronze," and I'm like, what does that even mean?" So, like, has he got a good tan? So I had to like look it up, and um, I think it looks pretty good. I want to see more.
Yeah. When I started doing research on this, like before,
Mhm.
this is about 80% of his poses in the comics. So I was like, this is fitting. It works. Somebody mentioned his hair.
Yeah, I think of like a when I first saw him, I'm like, oh, is this like a Johnny Quest thing? So
Yeah. Did you
very
see his
Spanish.
hair? Did you see
Yeah,
his hair?
he's got that nice widow's peak there.
And
Is it an M for Mezco?
and
It's flocked.
oh yeah. At least that's what it looks like,
Yeah.
Hmm. This would be cool. I thought it was like a brute for Indiana Jones or something like that.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
the
know too many
mechanic.
characters. Yeah. Frank saw this. Frank was very detail oriented when we were walking around the booth. He caught a lot of this stuff. He looks just like the paintings. Yeah. He needs more hair? Not the ones that I saw. I looked at a bunch of references. With him and the new Gomez, we need Letterman and with Flock ASAP. Yeah, I was really surprised. This is especially because the they teased in that itinerary. They said Hood like a couple times. I thought they were going to show something, so I was like, dang it. I was like, dang it, the man made of bronze. Yeah, I know a lot of people talking about the color, but this one, wow. Did you think this was coming after you saw the statue?
No. I really, like the license stuff that we've talked about several times on the show, and I didn't think we would see another 112 Conan figure.
Yeah. I saw this very up close. One of the cool things about all like some of this stuff was like, people were working on stuff, putting stuff together. Miz was putting this together. I thought it was so cool to see him working on stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sitting back there, and so got really good looks at him. His the face. Wow, this
That's
is a prototype, but
but it looks good.
yeah, and these, just the body. It looks like Arnold's body.
Classic Arnold.
Like the pec. The first thing that stuck out was the pecs. That's what I always remember Arnold for. Pecs in his arms. And this looked great, man. It didn't look like it was used from another body. This looked very character specific. And sword looked good. And then of course, if you notice some of the stuff, he is double jointed. And then when I started thinking about this, I was looking at it, and this is like just one version. I guess this is the pit version. My mind started going places, man. I was like, oh, what if they made more versions? Because you know how we always kind of equate licenses and likeness
Mhm.
rights. You got to kind of like offset the cost, and
Yeah, because we
so I was
talked
like,
about
oh,
in our group chat. Now maybe we can get a Dutch.
yeah. I thought that immediately. I was sitting there thinking like, oh crap. Not only is it a possibility that we would get different versions of him, maybe from different movies, but then also different characters. Like, I mean, you get Terminator, Dutch, because you got Predator, Kindergarten Cop.
Twins. We get a Danny DeVito, and
Yeah,
then we can get
twins.
we can get Penguin, Danny DeVito Penguin.
Yeah, he has large chesticles. Was it? I won't even talk about the Mezco T2 that led features Punishers weapons. Yeah, man, that would be so good, man. Oh man, it would be really good. I would love to see like a Terminator, you know,
Mhm.
T1000, something like that. But yeah, this was shown too. Oh yeah, and so this was something. So, I obviously was messing around with this. We all post different figures and stuff like that. And one of the things like I saw online was like he was shown at San Diego with the animated head, and that was done on intentionally to kind of show people if you're there, everything looks completely different when you're there. Frank might be able to attest to this, and if not, then I'm wrong. But a bunch of people, if you went to the convention, things look different when they're in front of you than they do even with the best pictures, you know? And so at San Diego, put the animated head on because that was such a big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this, one of the things that I kept seeing people talk about, oh, he's not going to be able to pose or he's not going to be dynamic.
Mm.
And so I did this intentionally to show, like, you know, he could do some stuff. Now, this is not a final version of the figure. And so this was just to kind of show that he can do some stuff. And again, that's not the final figure. So I was talking to one guy and he was like, why'd you pose him like that? I was like, it was just to show range. That's it.
Because I can.
Well, no, it was just to show range. You know, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, what can I do with this guy that, you know, some other figure would do that someone would think that this Mezco version can't do. And I was like, so it's not anything sexual or anything like that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, so it's cool. Woodford, this was a bonus reveal. And then he was also shown again, everything's intentional and try to like show some different stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think at San Diego, you'll notice he was in this tuxedo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I have the photo or not. These are the games everybody had a lot of problems doing. I don't have it, do I? No. Well, there's a photo if you remember. He's on top of the rocks and stuff like that. He's shooting spiders, but he's wearing a bomber jacket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also, if you look, his face was like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that's on display, he had gritting teeth, and this was taken off, and he had a bomber jacket on, and he had a weapon and stuff like that. So it's just like it's just little things trying to show you that there's different looks and stuff like that that may come with that character or whatnot. But as you'll notice, like that was done intentionally to kind of show people, you know, because I think a lot of people wonder sometimes what comes with what. You still leave stuff for surprises, but try to throw like little hints in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
This game, did you have trouble with this game? I didn't even try it.
Yeah, the first one, I had a little trouble, and then CC and I talked, and we helped each other through the rest of the puzzle. So
You cheated.
we combined our efforts to not win collectively.
Yeah, to not win. Yeah, because they should.
You guaranteed that CC and I would win the grand prize, and I'm disappointed.
I did nothing of the sort, sir.
I'm just
I don't have any handle on
everybody.
that. How would that look?
Amazing
Yeah,
for us.
the guys that do a show with him, they won automatically. Yeah, that's pretty good.
We're not shills.
Yeah. Look at this Woodford figure. Wow.
Damn, that's a bold statement. I can't disagree with that, though.
Somebody pointed something out to me. They were, oh, it was a Dennis Martin. He was looking. He goes, look. He was look at the back of the legs. You can see it's articulated. You know, it was so cool, like to see people. Man, to see people's like reactions in real time, like when they're walking around the booth, whether they were positive or, not favorable, it was still cool to see people like, I think a lot of people were hyped to see Tangerine and Samurai Jack. That was the
Mhm.
big ones. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a bunch of games. I didn't play this, so I don't really know, but I heard a lot of people were having trouble. Do you? What were the troubles that you guys ran into?
I didn't understand the first game at first because I guess it was based on Wordle or something. Somebody said, and I've never played that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he explained it to me, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Then what the heck was the second game? The second game was groups of four. Like you had to associate. Like I think it was like Boom Boom Grub. Like the sidekicks, and then there was like one that was weapons based, and then there was like four different Gomez's. So you had to just group it in
Wow.
first.
Hmm.
And then there was like questions like what is, I don't know, what is, I don't even remember, but like what's pink, what are the Pink Skulls Club called or something, like something like that. And then there was one that was like an emoji, kind of like matched
Hmm.
emoji character. So
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying they were stuck on certain ones and stuff like that. I was like, oof, I'm not even gonna try.
oh yeah, the unscramble too. Good
Yeah.
with that.
So reveal wise, I know we did some of them already, but Tangerine, that was one of the RumbleCon reveals. She was shown at the show. I think I have some other ones, but what was your favorite reveal? Of course,
At the
everybody
show
can
or
answer.
on the
At the
the on
RumbleCon,
the
the
reveal.
online show. Well, you could do both.
At the show, reveal was probably Samurai Jack was very surprising to me.
Hmm.
So I thought that was really cool. And then the online, or Thor. Thor's another one that I was like, holy cow, that was pretty cool. For this, uh, Tangerine or that guy, and that, I mean, all of them, they were all great. Like, take all my money, but
Yeah, I was really surprised at like the amount that they showed. This I'm torn. I really like all of them, and I didn't put the Land Reaper in here. The Land Reaper was also in there as well.
the Baron Benz.
Yeah, the Leviathan. Man, that thing. If you catch it during that little promo at the right time, it shows everything at least from the waist up. He
Mm-hmm.
looks like geared up. I did wonder like get yours and of course the chat's opinion about this. Like when I saw it, I wondered if people were gonna go, oh, another Baron Benz, or if they were gonna take it as this is like Doc Nocturnal. It's a beefed up version of Baron Benz. Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they're just gonna go, this is just Baron Benz in like a power suit, or if they're gonna take to it like they did with. What do you think?
Um, I think it's great. Like I said earlier, it gives people that maybe missed the first two offerings a chance to get another one. And it's going to be on an improved body. Uh,
Hmm.
it's it's going to light, better features on it. It looks like it, you know, for the promo video, it lights up. I
Hmm.
think it's a great figure. I really like him. But an improve, like improve. I'm gonna get it. I don't care what it comes with or what it doesn't, because I have the other two, so I can
Yeah.
add parts from the first two releases to the third release. So I'm excited. I think it'd be good. I'm buying every figure that they show. I know that.
the so yeah, Steve is correct. There's an actual poll that they're doing right now for favorite rumblers. So if you go to Mezco, I think it's on their Instagram and their
Mhm.
Facebook. You just vote for your favorite rumbler to see who won. I'm interested in seeing that. I was kind of torn, man. Like, let me see some of these. Arnold's still using the older mode. Yeah, I know it's a lot to make a replica body of Arnold. Would be awesome. I don't. I know it's early, but this one looks pretty spot on.
That's, yeah. What do you call it? Samuel Roach, but I said it was CC Roach.
Yeah. Would you play game with Rumble Society video game? Yeah, I would.
Mhm.
I think it would be cool if they had something like that, like a mini game or something like that. I would do it. Let's see, Gone was the only shocker. Yeah, I was really surprised when I saw this. Like, so they had. I really like Alistair.
Yeah,
This looks. This looks like it could go in a lot of ways, like with other characters. You know what I mean? Like,
it reminds me of an old album cover from the '80s, Quiet Riot.
mm-hmm.
The
Or even something like I could see the way this is done. You know how this could go with Conan or something like that. You remember how like Beastmaster? You remember
yeah,
Beastmaster the movie?
yeah, with the guy that had the medal.
Yeah. Or they had foot soldiers and stuff like that that just
Sound
looked like that.
King.
Yeah. This has a lot of crossover
Mhm.
potential, and it's just the way he looks. And then I'm sure this mask probably comes off because you can see the face. And if it's anything like Sod Cutter, you know, you'll be
Mhm.
able to take some of these things off and you could literally have like different versions of him, like I'm sure there's probably an alternate head and just to have some kind of like, you
Variation.
know, yeah, or like this little mini gang of stuff. That's what I kind of like would look at. So like for me, this one caught me. I like Tangerine a lot. Oh, somebody said something too, like they saw this solicitation and they showed some of the mock-up stuff and stuff that she came with, and I guess the big thing was is that she has this head, but at San Diego she had the Afro Puffs head.
Yeah, like they always give multiple heads. Like, come on, people, you're gonna get probably the Afro puff head and then one like that. Like, give you different looks. Jeez.
Yeah. So at SDCC she had this gun, right? I put her in with a gun, and then the next time she was shown she had a Uzi, which I think they showed on the second turn card, and then you see this M16. So you just gotta kind of like look at this stuff and pay attention. Like they're giving you hints with stuff. You just gotta like kind of look. Keep a keen eye. Like when I first saw this, I love this.
That's so badass.
I'm really surprised it got made. I'm really surprised nobody like how people are really sensitive about stuff. I thought somebody was gonna say something about this. And it seemed like it flew over very well, but I just started like scanning
So
this stuff.
yeah, a
Hmm?
lot of people were. So many people were hyped about like the comments on this. Were like, I don't usually like going, but this is the one that I'm gonna get. And, like
Yeah, I'm surprised. Why do you think that? Like, is it?
maybe
It's got to
tied
be.
to nostalgia.
Yeah,
Is a lot. Pulp Fiction, of course. A lot of people love that.
it's got to be the fro.
Dude, that's this is awesome. I mean, he just so much attitude just in that photo. Like it's just don't fuck with him.
Yeah, this looks really good. So when I saw this, of course, I started like doing some stuff. I was like, oh, this gun is cool.
A revolver.
Yeah. And then he's gonna have like turtleneck. I was looking. I was like, maybe that's like the Hazard Squad stuff. And I was talking to him about it like a little bit. Now I love this boom boom. I
Yes,
love the way it looks, man. It looks really good.
you can come with some
So
cardboard on the ground.
yeah, it looked good. Loco, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Knock was always criticized for size, but his new reveal was correction. Hang on, want to see things. Yeah, I wondered about that. That's what I was thinking when I saw it. I said, are people going to look at this and just say, "Oh, this is just Baron Bids in a power suit"? So, yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, when I saw that, this was cool. I thought that this also was a great complimentary character for Tangerine. I could
Mhm.
see people putting both of them in a lot of shots. So I really like this one. I was still leaning toward Alistair. Crab Louie looked really cool.
Mhm.
Uh,
As
part of this whole crustacean thing.
those base details, like the paint apps and God,
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of this one. I can't wait to shoot Doc Knock. Like wait till you get it in hand. There's like that figure has so many like little details, just even on like his weapons, the belt, the boots. But this is kind of like the same thing. Look the sculpting and everything on the head and the hands.
A little tape around the what are those things called on his the little God, what are they called? Mandible, not the mandibles, but she always got like the other one taped up like it's been beat up.
Yeah, like it's gotta stay like it broke.
Yeah.
Why are these upside down? Just kidding. Every time I walk by Doc Knock with that gun, the X13 gun, I kept thinking to
Yeah.
myself, I go, CC says that's upside down. Yeah, this is cool. But I think it's a toss up between. They're all great, but I really like this. Agent Gomez 75, and I like Alistair. I think it's just because I've seen Tangerine. The last two shows. Been seeing these two guys as new. So it has that new feel. Oh, Hemrock. Hey man, we just showed some of your photos, man. Great job on all of them. You're the exclusives photographer right now. With I showed him Junkyard Joe, your Junkyard Joe shots, and I know you've been shooting Doc Knock, everything else, man. Great job, bro. Oh, what did it say? How will the antenna articulate go? No. I only. I'm sorry. What?
I think he meant in reference to Gomez with the 1955
Oh.
Gomez.
Oh yeah. Let's see that. I thought he was talking about the Decapods. That's a great question. Maybe they don't. This is like seems like an extra poof layer of flocking, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. They went heavy on the flock.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That makes sense too, Chris. You know how they just put up for pre-order, they put up the Casino Gomez?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He said Gomez better have an Afro pigeon. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to see that, man. Man, yeah. I know guys like that. Oh, nice, man, nice. Yeah, dude. I was telling people earlier in the show, man. Everybody I met, they were cool. It was great to see everybody. Everybody had really good energy, man, and you could just tell there was a lot of love. I think, like I said, one of the moments that really stuck out was just watching people like go up and down the booths and look at stuff, and see how it kind of registered. So that was cool. But yeah, this is that's a good question about the antennas in that fro. And then this is just after party photos. Again, this is we'll do tapping in here a little bit, but this is kind of like a better picture of what you would get. But again, this is Chris Mad, Gone Mad. His wife worked very hard on this. He was very kind enough to gift this for the show specifically. He came up and he said, "Hey man, I want to do something nice," and I saw that and I go, "Damn, I want that." I think I even said something to him. I was like, "You know what? I'll give something else away." But it's amazing artwork. He gifted that. We'll do tap in here again and that, and then also this extra comic that has Doc and the Decapod gang. And then, of course, this little free comic if you want it. Sorry, it's not figures, but that junk cost a lot at the show, man.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? Oh, I didn't know that what you were showing us some great art. Yes, yeah. This right here is from Chris Mad. If you didn't catch the beginning part of the show, Chris, he and his wife had a Instagram. It's locked on Ian's profile.
Mhm.
But he and his wife, they had a booth there, and he came up to the Mezco booth, came by, and sorry, I'm getting distracted. Man. Go ahead and do it. There it is right there. Boom. And then we'll switch this really quick. I wish I had time to change that thing. But again, he was there and he was doing artwork. I didn't get a chance to stop by the booth because it was so busy, but if you get a chance, you could check out his stuff here. And then he was at New York. Does a lot of great artwork. He's also in the community. I know you guys have seen him before. Very great guy, very positive. Oh, look at that little Beetlejuice thing. But they had their booth there, and then he gifted for the show. Excuse me. He gifted that photo that you saw of Gomez, and so that's his New York Comic Con exclusive. Bright colors, looks great. There it is, right there, Void Cadet. So yeah, that's one of the things we'll be giving away. There was more stuff. Hold on a second. As a matter of fact, let's do that now, so we don't keep over people on. It's like, God, we need to fucking push that tap in button. Oh no, did it go out? Did I lose you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I lost the people in the chat though. Again, that sucks.
Oh. Here, you want me to get him to start tapping in?
Yeah, we'll just go tap in now, and then just.
I wrote tap in, so you know anybody after me. Future page at 10:51.
Yeah, because I can't see it right now. I don't know why it does that.
Oh, you got me count off 12?
Hold on a second, really quick. Just give me just a sec. Yeah, you can call off if they have 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Stupid StreamYard. I'm paying money for this.
8.
You know they raised the price to $44.
What?
$44 a month, man. You're gonna have me starting to do
OnlyFans?
freaking no, whatever it's called. They're gonna have me start doing what's that thing called?
Super payers or whatever? Or...
Patreon or yeah, super chatting just to cover.
2 more tap ins needed.
It's still not working. Anyway.
Let me double count.
Yeah, just let me know who the 12 are so I can put them down because it's not working for me.
You want me to read them off or?
Yeah, because I can't see anything on the screen, and then I won't be able to. I think it's something like the live chat enable. I won't be able to do it because I won't see it. Oh yeah, let me get a pencil. $44 I'm paying for this thing to crash 2 or 3 times.
I saw you coming.
They did it like sucker. What is this? Oh yeah, we don't need that.
Ready?
Hold on. Let me try one more time. Just the 12, but keep them in mind. Hold on, because I want to see if I can get on one more time. I mean, that $40, I could have gotten 2 bricks and bread packets for that. All right, let me scroll down and see if it worked. Because I really want to do these. There you are. So you can see it, right?
Yep.
All right. So future page. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're like, Paige, you don't have to count. 7, 8, 9. Oh, I was supposed to have Son of a on. 10. I'm sorry, Son of a. 11 and 12.
Nope. One more. Molotov.
And Molotov. 12. Okay, that's 12. I was supposed to have Son of a on to like talk to him. We'll get him on the next one. Sorry, man. I'll try to get you on the next one. Because we went a little late. And I want to run through these and really quick. I'm sorry, man. My apologies. So yeah, we had that. What were some other things? Oh yeah, so this is the glass case with the Sentinel. I took some shots of that. You could tell this was a prototype. It wasn't completely done. Jada had their stuff. Look at, man, dude, I didn't see that with Scooby-Doo's leg. Look at that. Is that
Yeah, that's articulated.
oh, it's nice. But Jada had a nice booth. They had all the Street Fighters. They had a Kuma like flipped around. I like this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. I don't like this at all. I hate you with a passion. There we go. And I won't lie, I wish I knew the names of these guys. These little Mega Man guys.
I think it's Bubble Man.
Bubble Man? Okay. Mm-hmm. Who's this guy?
Sarah told me. I can't remember. Somebody in the chat's going to know who that is. Proto Man, I think it was.
Okay.
And there's Mega Man. Unmasked. And Snake Man. Woodman, of course.
I like this. This is cool. When we saw him before. Oh yeah, Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
He looked cool. That was the same one though from San Diego.
I was going to ask if there was any change from SCCC with that.
No, this is the same one. And then this is Posey. I thought she looked really cool. Living Dead doll. I know a lot of people won't get to it, but it was just the details and everything. I was like, wow.
She would appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, this was in better light. This Conan statue is. I got more detailed shots of it, but it is sweet, man. And all of this down here, oh my goodness. I had nerdgasm just looking at that thing. At the statue, not him. But see, like, you can see all the striation and muscles and stuff like that, and then him. She was cool too. Like, she had a lot of detail on her as well. First when I saw it, I was like, oh, Jim's gonna love this. The paint apps done very well. I could think I brushed them on and stuff.
When does that release?
Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, just the detail. I don't remember. I wish I did. Some of these are kind of still like overdue. Oh, look at that. It's my roommate. And they had a bunch of people that were cosplaying and stuff like that too. Try to nab them. It was just cool, man. There's a lot of good people there, a lot of fans. This was scary. And there's the car. What do you think about the car? You got an estimate? You think for the price?
Price? I would say it's gonna be in the $250 range.
I gotta ask. I don't know if Son of a Flower or if Loco or Adam, if they're here, or even Chris, because they saw it in person. So I'm wondering what they thought about it. As far as like what it looks like. But there was a bunch of rumors going around with this. Like people were like putting on their caps and everything, and they were saying. One that I heard was they think that this might be bundled with, a Doc Knock.
Oh, that'll raise the price.
I know. I was like, oh God, what are you guys doing? Don't do that. Or Woodford, because it's a smaller figure. I heard different stuff.
There's so much new tooling on Woodford though that they gotta make some money on that guy.
Yeah.
It's facts. Like all that is all new parts for Woodford. So be prepared.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, man. I don't It's always good next time we show. Yeah, thanks, man, for understanding. This computer crap is going on, and yeah, Jada does look good. I'm wondering what they're going to price point this at. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they do the Rumbler and what they price point that at when they do show it, and then we'll kind of see this. and see what it is. I like you said, I think if they threw in a figure on top of this, oh gosh, I don't. Maybe they could do something like they did with the Lawmaster.
Mm,
Lawmaster had it where they had a figure and then they sold it separately.
yeah.
And with all the feedback that they got from the Vortex Strike suit, you know how there was an exclusive without the suit, and then the suit had the figure, and everybody's like felt like maybe they were kind of trapped. Maybe that could be something that they did with this. They did do it with the Batmobile, the 5-point stuff. Oh yeah, I had pictures of that.
You
Uh,
know, that 1975 Gomez is going to look good in the Ramen Racer.
oh yeah. Well, will he fit though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I said no to the statue. He said I'm still getting it. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Joy. He said
Hey,
October to December.
Loco, you can keep it at my house if you need to.
Yeah, we just say it's ours.
Yeah.
This is a good price point. Like 300 for this?
Yeah. That'd be a great price.
Yeah, I think most people will say like 250, 275. Because usually when you say that, see, like Murdot said 180.
Yeah.
I think that, I think if it was 180, it would sell a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's different to see people's different like prices. Like locally said, I'm wondering if they are going to have lights on this, you know?
Did it
Like
say
some,
that? I can't remember in the video. I know it had like the battering ram, rubber tires. I can't
mhm.
remember if it said it had lights. I think it said lights and sounds, didn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I can't, man, dude. Everything is such a blur right now. It that that New York is just overstimulating. There's so many companies. There's so much. You're just trying to keep up with so much. 350 bundled with Woodford.
Damn. I'd buy two.
Yeah, magnet on the back of the makes head. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Activates a light up feature when placed in the transformer station. Ah, that is actually a good idea. I saw some people talking about that, like that thing in the back of his head. I got to look at that. But yeah, if they did a chamber and they
Mm.
did something like that, like it would be an activation. You better patent that really quick. Getting the Reaper no matter what. Yeah, I think I am too. I'll definitely make some. This is a reasonable price, 250.
I,
I'd really appreciate when to split the void. Yeah, I think a lot of people would. That's why I was mentioning it with this because if you stick a figure in there, obviously it's going to bump up the price, and maybe people. Let's just say they did this with theoretic, theoretically, if they did this with that shadow, whatever
Mhm.
the black one is. Let's say that was a figure they're going to put out. And if they put that figure out with this and it boosted the price, but people had the first version, I think people would like the fact that say, no, I'm not into that black figure, but I have my own. I want just the car. And then you
Yeah,
just sell the car as a single, like they did with the Lawmaster.
that'd be good.
Yeah. Lights and sounds, I think, yes. They said lights. Yeah. They're like, Paige, you're at the booth. How do you not know this?
Hmm.
Dude, there's so much stuff, dude. Like,
Prototype only, pending licensure approval.
yeah. Yes, this is the 112 version. They have the set for the 5 points, and I remember saying something about that. I was gonna see if the V1 Doc Knock would fit in that. But this is this version that they revealed is for specifically 11200. Need instructions again, but did they mention it on the instructions? Yeah, I haven't even I haven't had time to do that. I know I'm like dragging this out, but let's finish up. Yeah, Tangerine, she was there. Oh yeah, see, so that stuff that I told you about. See, so they
Gold.
showed that there.
Hmm.
They they just kind of left the other stuff off. But I'm pretty sure there's probably another page to this because we have seen other things with her. I don't know how many booby comments I got
Hmm.
about this. Dudes are like just, but yeah, yeah. There's my buddy. And we did Beetlejuice. Oh yeah, these are 5 points. They had these out there. The reason why I'm showing this is because if they're doing this in a 5 points version and they have that Beetlejuice, version coming out, that's got to be kind of stuck in their wheelhouse, right?
Yeah, you would think.
I thought this was really cool. This is the 5 points Batman. Of course, this is stuck. Hold on a second. What do we do when this happens? Every time. Did I not say I'm paying $40 for this? Somebody's going to be like, oh, Paige can complain about $44. That's how I feel. I've talked so long, my earphones are about to go. That's when you know it's time to get out. Well, anyway, fast forward. I thought this was cool. Batman 89. They had Batman. That's 5 points. There's Joker. Not a Jack Nicholson collection. And of course, Bob. Oh, don't wake the demon up. Sleepy time. Jada, I shot this for you, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the scale on that? 118?
He's like, it wasn't that big. The dinosaur stuff was big. It's not that big. See?
That looks good.
Little burnt crispy, man. Oh, I gotta show this, man. So I did go over the NECA booth.
Traitor.
I did. Squishy test. Yes, I did do the squishy test. Actually, Tangerine was the first. She was my first. Did the squishy test. Yeah, she was squishy test. How many different versions of the Batmobile? Yeah, there's that one that has that hardcore thing on it too. Power Rangers look great in person. I hope they drop soon. Yeah, everything looks different. Marshmallow Man 6 inches. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. NECA, I was very impressed when I went over here, man. Peter Cushing, like that likeness, man. Look at it. It's like spot on. And they had, Dracula. There's something else I figured you'd be. Look at this.
That looks
American.
really good. That's
American Werewolf.
Yeah. A puffy jacket.
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't paint the. I know it's like a minor critique, but why do they have the elbow? Like where the joint
right
it's
here?
black on the red jacket. Yeah.
Over here too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are still a work in progress. I don't think they would do that. There's your boy. Mm-hmm.
Is that from?
Yeah, it's NECA. They had that. They had Pee Wee Herman. They had. I thought this was funny. What we do in Shadows? You had Guillermo over there. This and I only went to a couple. This is all NECA, like Texas Chainsaw. And I only went to a couple booths, man. This I thought was wild, man. This looks good. Just as like a background piece.
Yeah.
Look at that. I was like, jeez. And then I guess this is your boy.
Kevin Eastman as Garbage Man. Wasn't he Garbage Man?
Yeah. That was cool. See it? This was also at the NECA booth. It's like that baby Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah. I took shots of this so I could have a reference shot so I could do a build.
I saw the price on that online. It's up for pre-order, and it's got working lights and stuff also.
Oh, wow. Yeah. This was the line to buy wrapped around. That was like everybody there. If you see yourself, say hi. What's it? What's Darius doing? Is he talking to people? Oh, you're not supposed to do that.
I don't believe it.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's talking. Yeah, it was cool to see everybody. Oh, look at him trolling. And I wanted to shout out her. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love that art. Oh, this was the last thing I wanted to show. This guy came over to the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this guy came over to the booth. This was what's that? That crystal place, the Swarovski.
Oh, Swarovski. Yeah.
Yeah. So he brought this Batman over, right?
Jesus.
This is a $14,000 Batman.
Jesus Christ.
14 grand. I could not believe it, man. And we were like, "You serious?" He goes, "Yeah, man. All like crystals and stuff like that." I was like, "That's crazy." Oh my gosh, 2.5 hours we've been on. All right, so yeah, and just gave me the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all the booth stuff. Booth look great. A lot to set up, man. A lot to set up. A lot to tear down. But anyway, that's it. It was a great time. It was great seeing everybody. Oh, next week we'll do the drawing for all of this. That way we can have CC here, and we can have Sonova will be our guest next week too. Get some thoughts from them on New York Comic Con. Thoughts? Anything? What do you think?
I wish my wallet a safe journey, but it's gonna die.
When are you gonna go? You gotta go, man.
To New York?
Yeah, just to that or just San Diego. Would you ever think about going?
It's a lot of people. not that
It
I'm a
is, man.
not that I'm a basement dweller. It's just I mean, I've been to C2, the Chicago one in the past. I've been to MegaCon, and those are smaller versions. It's a lot of people just at those, and it's not that I don't. I mean, it just gets to be too crowded, I would like to. If I did one, I'd do New York over. Well, maybe I'd do San Diego over New York. I don't know. Like, it's which one do you pick? 200,000 is a lot of people over a weekend.
Sandy. I noticed even though there were a lot of reveals at New York, it seems like San Diego because it's the summer and it's moving into like later part. It seemed like San Diego had more reveals. See you later, man. Good to have you here, bro.
And that's just it. Like all the traffic, all that stuff. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, yeah, MegaCon is cool.
Yeah.
I like MegaCon, but it is. You know how we always talk about how crowded it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is way less. It's not as crowded as these places, man. It's just
Sawyer and I are gonna. We talked before show. Sawyer and I will go to MegaCon this year, maybe Thursday night or something, like a less busy day instead of Saturday or. Get away from
that'd be cool. Yeah, I think that would be cool, man. It'd be cool to see you guys there.
Parking lot deal.
Yeah. So last thing, really quick. With everything that you took in, is there something that you think that they could do that would make the experience better for next year, including the chat, of course? I did not order Mythic Legion skeletons. Sorry, I'm going to.
I have no complaints. I thought
no, nothing. It doesn't have to be complaints. I mean, like something that you'd like to see them do that would create a better overall experience.
More reveals.
more reveals. More money taken out.
Yeah. Well, I do like how they showed like Tangerine, like the product image shots. That was pretty cool. I like the promo images too. Like that guy who shoots for him. Like I like seeing the work that he can do. So it's like a toss up.
I only went Sunday and Knock was put aside stock for each day. Yeah, the thing with that was I thought when they put the unlimited on it for the first day, I thought it was going to be gone, but it stayed up for like 2 or 3 days. So it was, man. I think it really depends on characters, like Casey Jones and all that stuff. It would have Casey Jones and that would have sold out the very first day if they just put the
Cats?
restrictor plates off of it. Yeah, both of them, they would have sold out first day. I thought it was going to happen with this because everybody was like, "Oh, this Doc Knock in the Decapods," but it didn't. So that's what I mean. It was different in San Diego than it was New York. There was different stuff. The line wrapped around 3 times. New York, it wrapped around like maybe once, halfway. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, this was one of the shirts, and then they had another shirt that just had the logo on it, and it was cool. Like we had to wear them, so they were like, "We don't want that stinky ass shirt, Paige. You can take that." So I was like, "All right, thanks." Everything was dope. The QR scan codes were sold out. Items had a second chance to buy them. Yeah, they had buy me scan codes on certain things that were up that I just showed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I had something I think that would be cool.
What's that?
I'd like to change in the preview night. I'll let someone explain next week. Something him and I and Kristen talked about. A change in the preview night. Okay. I know San Diego had it and then New York didn't, but it was a smooth yeah. They were taking cash and they were taking cards, and I think the only time that they really had problems if somebody like had problems with their banking system, but it was good. The lack of online limits has been concerning as of late. I don't like it. Not if the figure like Red Eye. Yeah, I think they try to throw those in every once in a while just to kind of create that scarcity thing and maybe even offer figures that are true exclusives. They're very limited. But yeah, I can see how some people like I forgot to buy the shirts. Yeah, they were $25. They were cool though. So here's my idea. They've done this a couple times before, but and I guess a lot has to do with timing, but it would be cool to see, like a placard up or something kind of roped off in the display case. And as they show whatever that figure is online, then it would be revealed in real time. Like they did it at San Diego with the 5 Points Batman stuff. Like I was there and they did the thing online. They were like, okay, cool, take this out and put it in the cabinet. But if they did that with 112, I thought it would be cool, like because you'd have people coming back to the booth just to see it in person because it was just revealed.
That
And
would
then
be
it
cool.
kind of gets people to come back to the booth. So
Yeah, no, that'd be a great idea.
one per person. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying because there were some people that bought more than 2 or 3 and that just drove up the aftermarket price. Yeah, I agree with that. Like if it's something that they know is going to be like super limited, yeah, one per person would be good. Which will hopefully join. Hell yeah, man. It'd be nice, man. Always like that people. The Doc Knock sell out on Saturday. I'd have to look at my sheet. I wrote everything down. All the times and everything. Thank you. I'd like to hear your concept. Well, this one went way over because MC equals more content. Yo, thank you for hanging out with me, man. Talking about it.
No thanks, glad to be here. Thank you for the invite. Miss CC, but I get, he had prior commitments.
He still want to talk about clowns, even though we made a short segment. It'll be interesting how many people watch a 3-hour show. So we'll see. What you guys watch. Hey, appreciate everybody again at the con. Appreciate everybody that watched the show. Thank you very much. Special thank you to Chris for the awesome artwork. Looks beautiful. One of you guys may not win it now. And then special thanks to MC for listening to me ramble as usual. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
The show curtain. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Like a little curtain. You gotta hide it because people show up early and they're all taking pictures and stuff, trying to find out what's new and everything. You gotta beat the person. But yeah, appreciate everybody. Thank you. You want to take us out?
Oh man, I'm terrible at this. Let's see. I don't want to. I'm so bad at that. I don't know. There's so much. Just be happy. There's so much stuff that we have. That's what I'm excited for. So much stuff coming. I mean, like all kinds of stuff being released. Fourth quarter. Be prepared. How's that?
Oh yeah, be prepared.
The fourth quarter's here.
Yeah, there's stuff coming, and I can. Yeah.
Your wallet's going to get assaulted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I gotta do the final count. Yeah. Again, thank you guys. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome, in person and online. I appreciate you guys. You guys take care. Have fun. Be good. Relax. They're just toys. So have fun. Bye bye.